Welcome everybody to a little bit of fun with a little bit of film club, and it was it da 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 with the 7th Voyage of Sinbad. I forgot that music in the beginning. It was I was like, oh, that's great. It took me right back. But guys, how are you?
I'm good. No complaints. Saturday, nice day over here, so ready to do film club.
Nice. Sandy?
Doing wonderfully, and we look good on both devices. We are mobile friendly on the phone and in theater mode on the computer screen, so all going well.
Good. I must say, our weather, I don't think it's had a single minute where it hasn't rained. So it's a great British weather at the moment. So hopefully that changes for next week.
I hope so.
No. So yeah, it's cold. It's got cold. It's got very, very cold. So just trying to save everything. But yeah, this is, yeah. So again, this is now, before I go on to why I picked this, because this is the 7th Voyage of Sinbad. And it's now I could have picked any of the movies, and I mean, this is what we were going to say backstage, is Ray Harryhausen. Because is this my favorite one of him? It's probably not, but this is the first one done in color for stop motion. And it's weird because I'm talking about the special effects guy about his movies. My favorite is probably Jason and the Argonauts, but this was the first one done like this. It takes me back to those Sunday daytime TV slots that you sat with your granddad again and watched, and it's great. Now, I could go, I've got the Arabian Nights there. You could take many references of Sinbad, Aladdin, FIFA Baghdad, was it 1001? What was it, 1,000 Nights and One?
And Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
Yeah. All taken from that. But this is literally, it's the style of this. It's that low kind of budget, but not for that time, really. If you actually probably find out the inflation later. But still, it was a technology that was, let's get around it with a very simple swashbuckling, I suppose, slightly adventure that is all in place because of one man. And that is the stop motion guy. This movie could not be there without stop motion. It is a very Harryhausen written all over it, and they get better, of course, like that. But without that, I suppose, mindsight and bit of genius to actually get this done, this movie, where's it going to go? It's just going to be that Errol Flynn kind of swashbuckling movie, but like this one. You get some monsters.
And for the budget, I think you could say it gets its money's worth for the budget, really.
Yeah. But so, Sandy, you definitely seen this multiple times, I'm guessing, or we got Golden Voyage and all the other ones like
I have
1980s
Clash is my favorite of these, although not it's mythology versus the Tales of the Arabian Nights, but and I think Clash of the Titans is going to be the last chronologically. And you can see how the stop motion has gotten better over time.
Now, Jay, this is your first time watching. And I'm guessing your first time watching because you didn't know who Ray Harryhausen was. You probably have seen his movies, though, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I've seen probably not seen many of his movies in full, but I've seen things like pieces from Clash of the Titans, so I was familiar with this style and other things that like I know I've seen it over time. I just can't pinpoint what they were from because I was too young when these were kind of more on TV. So I've seen this style of stuff before in terms of the age of it. Obviously, stop motion's come a long way, as we were just saying, and I'm a huge fan of more current day stop motion. And honestly, kind of going back to, Nightmare Before Christmas, to that era. I've always really loved stop motion animation. So to see kind of the early days of it in this is really cool, honestly.
It's yeah. And there is a bits where it's like the stop motion looks better than the actual filming. Like there's some bits where you like when they blur
the acting.
That's the thing, you don't have to care about the acting. It's 1950s Hollywood.
Well, it's kind of like you said at the beginning, it's a pretty simple, it's a simple hero swashbuckling kind of story. Hero, damsel in distress, pretty clear bad guy. You just you get to add these monsters in it. I think that's actually a good way to put it, because it is a bit more about kind of seeing that side of it, the monsters and the animation, than it is being, like, wow, what a groundbreaking story type of thing. But yeah, I think it, kind of fits that era of, Hollywood action movies and your hero movies.
Yeah, it is. And I do like how on this, you're just, when you get focused on the monsters, and then like they drag out, like the dialogue is the dialogue. It's like you don't expect anything from the 50s. It's that, Sandy, 2 years just saw that over 2 years. Over
what
2 years.
2 years, 26 months. Holy moly!
Stacey's Geek had been you were one of the first as well that came in the channel.
Was. I think I'm pretty sure I was. Yep.
Yeah. So wow, 26. Where's that gone? Wow.
Seriously.
I know, it just rushes through. That's it. Yeah, and you didn't even have a kid 26 months ago, Jay.
No. Well, that's kind of right where my mind went to, was like, married, kid, a whole lot changed real fast.
Yeah,
started a YouTube channel. It's been to think it's even been almost 2 years of that now. I was like, wow, it really just flies by.
It does. Now, did you both like the music at the start? I did it.
It didn't stick out too much to me in terms of loving it, but it did feel very on brand for for what I was about to get into.
You know what? This is going to be one of those. But yeah, it's a Sinbad. You know what you're going to get. He's in the high seas somewhere. In peril. His men there's no food, there's no fresh water, even though it's raining. I'm sure they could get some barrels and do that, but he has a sense that we need to take the depth, the fathoms, because he just has a sense. And every Sinbad movie, and even in the Arabian Nights thing, that's what he's like. He's a bit lucky. He's a bit of a, that kind of lucky go hero, kind of like that, who gets everything going thing. But that's Arabian Nights. They've always got a happy ending. There's not many deaths in it. There's not a sad tale. But yeah, he gets his crew that are all loyal to him to do the depth, and then of course he spots off the shore an island. Now, I would think this one, I think they're just sailing. It's just a lucky to come across this island. It's just by chance for where it actually is. And of course, land ahoy! Now, again, this is just literally the setup to get to the island. And of course, we get the princess, who is, they're engaged, aren't they? So he's from Baghdad and she's from, where's she from?
Oh, wherever she's from, they're enemies of Baghdad, and by marrying, by bringing their kingdoms together, their fathers will avoid war. So
yes,
that's why we're on this journey. Yeah,
and I'm guessing at that area, it's either going to be part of Iran, modern, and then Iraq, of course, now, but it would have been changing from Iran to Persia at certain points, and that whole region kind of it changed quite a thing. So wherever this time, I'm guessing 10th century, 11th century, it's got to be. So my history on that yo-yoing back and forth isn't very good. So
I have no history on that, and I
No,
did
yeah.
not read the book. I
No.
have. I needed a few more 100 nights in order to.
That's it. But yeah, we find out they're in love, and the whole they're going back to Baghdad for some reason, but they've gone off course, I'm guessing. But yeah, so anyway, they get to wait today to explore the island. I'm hoping there's food there, and lucky enough, there's plenty. It's literally there's food, there's fresh water, there's anything you kind of want, so it's fine. But of course, whilst we're going to go hunting, a little party, they find a big kloof footprint in the sands. And so, oh damn it, what could this be? And it's great. So they get there, and then they find, searching for the footprints, they come across a sculpture of that. I don't know what else I'm gonna call it. That
If I saw those footprints, I wouldn't be searching in the direction of the footprints. I would be running in the opposite direction. That's just me.
Well, this is a swashbuckling hero. He's going to go
I'm
right
not
for
a
it.
to find out where we're going. That's it. That could have been one big goat, Viper says. It could have been. But yeah, so we get to that, and then of course we get the magician. I think they just called the magician or something.
Sakura.
Yeah, he has some. Sakura.
Yeah.
Sakura.
Sakura, who's running out, and we can see he has the magic lamp. And I'm guessing most people know the magic lamp from Aladdin.
Yeah, that's my first kind of thoughts of it.
What is in Arabian Nights? Aladdin is part of that, so we get that kind of thing.
Right.
And then that's what I'm saying. If you go by the 93 Aladdin Disney one,
early 90s. I want to say 2 or 3.
Maybe, that's ripped off from the I can't remember, 1940s FIFA Baghdad and the Aladdin stories. So like that, but they ripped most of it off a actual movie. If you actually watch the FIFA Baghdad, I'm sure it's 1940s. Like whatever it was, but it's literally a carbon copy. They just completely ripped it off.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah,
well, I knew it was influenced by other things. I just didn't know that specifically.
Oh, it's literally you watch it, and like even
I like it. I've always liked that animated Aladdin.
Is it the Sultan, the fat one?
Yes.
Literally,
he's Jasmine's father.
Yeah, he's literally in the FIFA Baghdad, and the whole bit of it is literally.
I'll have to check that out. That's actually pretty
exactly. Yeah, the only thing is like the genie's different, of course, but yeah, Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin Williams is brilliant. Now.
Yeah. So of course we hear a roar, and of course we get the Cyclops. So did you expect it, Jay? Like,
well, I because of the trailer, I knew where we were going with it. But I really just adore the visuals of this stop motion. I think it's dated. Like, you look at it now, you're going to think that, and I would understand thinking that. But again, you have to keep in mind, this is 1958. This is phenomenal to have pulled off. And I really, really appreciate it. But I also think it still looks great. I know it's kind of choppy and it looks fake and all that, compared to obviously not even stop motion, just the things that can be done with CGI nowadays. Well, at least when it's used properly. But I do just really appreciate the look, and I still genuinely feel like it looks great. I don't look at it and laugh or think like, oh, it's goofy. I love the look of this stop motion stuff. But again, big fan of stop motion, so I'm a little biased.
I must say, at the time when he presented this, they must have gone wild.
I can only imagine.
It's like how you got because all the shadowing is right, even though it's slightly janky apart. It's not computed. It's literally some guy going like moving it.
Right. Well, I think that helps you appreciate it more too, because I've seen so many documentaries on how they do stop motion, and it really is just an impressive feat, the way they make it all look so smooth and fluid, even back then in 1958. And I'm not even sure if this was one of his first major uses of it, or if there's other ones to find a little bit older. But regardless, that whole era, the 50s era, to be pulling this off is, I think, just phenomenal and just incredibly talented.
I think before that he was mostly, you know, like that old black and white sci-fi ones where you're doing the flying saucer, the really bad aliens.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah,
that's what he's kind of thing. And this was the first time. How we can do this by color? And this, this is the first one that they went, oh. But like, even like when you see it, like there's bits where you can, we've got screenshots. It's like the detailing, like just that, like I've got to make it look good. It's like when you get the skeleton like later, like it looks good. I'd be quite impressed if somebody was like, "That's what I've done in the movie."
And
like,
the facial expressions move on the creatures. You know, it's not just the mass of the body of the creature, but the facial expression. You know, the head moving. Well, it's really again for 1958. I give it a lot of credit.
Absolutely, and that's a great point, Sandy. How much the facial expressions add to this, because it's not like watching your old Godzilla movies where it's just people in costumes up against small miniature sets and all that. And, you know, when Godzilla roars, it's just kind of throwing your head back and it looks the same as when Godzilla's standing there. It does add a lot to be able to, you know, show facial expressions, movement and all that. And again, yeah, I'm wasn't even considering the detail and obviously the poses or the posing to make them move, but all the different frames or shots taken just to change their facial expressions is, again, it really does just blows my mind now to think that they did this in the 50s. I can't imagine being a movie producer and, you know, actually seeing this finished product and being like, wow, you guys actually pulled this off. That's amazing.
Well, I wonder if I wonder how long it took. I wonder how long the shoot, because I bet you the actual shooting of the movie is quite short.
Oh yeah, you can probably do that in a couple of days.
And then
long
they're
weekend.
like, how long is it going to take? Well, I need a year. Why? Because I'm still making an arm move, and it's taking
the Cyclops has to sneeze in one of these scenes, so it's a lot of work.
Oh, I bet you he's glad it was a Cyclops in this bit. Like,
seriously, one eye.
Yeah. But yeah, so we get Sinbad, of course, he's our hero. He goes to protect the sorcerer, the magician, sorry, and he attacks the Cyclops. A spear that I'm running. But he gets a hit and he pops out. This is even good. Like the interactions between most of the time it is Sinbad. It just looks smooth. Like even like that, he's like for that era, that looks smooth. Like Jay's like see like some modern CGI stuff is more janky than this.
Honestly. Or it has I should say, kind of want to word it right. In some modern CGI stuff, when it's done wrong, it looks worse on the eyes than watching this when it's done right. 100% in my opinion.
Yeah, so we get the little battle. The other pirates kind of get involved, and then the magician goes away with the magic thing, and he knows the magic words. Does anybody remember the magic words? I think I put them in the chat.
No, I can't.
Beyond the beyond and something else.
Yeah,
in far land or something. I forget.
The genie may appear, and then we get a bit of blue smoke, and then we get the little genie, and his name. Oh, what was his name?
Something with a B, I want to say. The
Barani,
name slipped me a bit on this one. Yeah,
Barani. Yeah, Barani. I think. Yeah, and he's just do my bidding. It's like that. So this is. I wonder why. I'm guessing they made him a kid just to be a bit more innocent. I'm guessing because every time you watch a genie, they always are older or menacing, but they are controlled by their master, I suppose.
Oh, that's actually interesting. I kind of thought it was to show how magical beings age differently, because this genie is obviously thousands of years old and still looks like a kid. So I thought it was that, but that's actually an interesting concept too. It could have been a mix of both as well, honestly.
Yeah. And for a little sympathy, here you have this Captain, being that has, unlimited powers, but he views himself as a slave and he's a captive and he can't do what he wants. So, there's that sympathy there.
And then, so he comes up with the thing, can you put a barrier between me, the monster, the Cyclops, and the sailors and himself? And then you get, it's actually quite good. And I like this because, again, it's clever because they do it and everything goes blurry behind them. So then it's a little bit easier that you don't have to focus too hard because it's clever. How we okay? I can't do this sequence long. It's going to get a bit thing. We'll make it. There's a barrier, and it's a bit frosty. I think that's actually it was. I think that was. Look, this sequence is going to be really hard to do. Like, I think it's just again another clever thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, so definitely a very clever person. So fair enough.
Yeah. The genie, goes back into his lamp under the control of the magician, and then of course they get away. One of his number 2 sailors, second in command, I think, there has been injured. But of course, well, what does the Cyclops do? I'm going to throw a rock at you then. Well, not a rock; it's more like a bloody boulder. Like, yeah, it's a boulder that capsizes their raft, and of course the goodbye to the lamp. The lamp gets taken away into the seas, and then the Cyclops has taken it. Now, I always thought, like in this, when I watch it, is the Cyclops, I think he has the treasure, but is he the protector of it? Like, man shouldn't have that much power, or is he just like a magpie?
Yeah, I was just gonna say a magpie. I think he just likes shiny things. I think he's just collecting the shiny.
I looked at it as like the Hobbit. I think he's just Smog holding on to all the gold.
Yeah, not smart enough to realize what he's got.
Right.
Because he just puts it back, doesn't he, really? In
that just probably with a little less intelligence than in the Hobbit.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's got it. And now we get a bit of a rejoice, but we get the magician now. We kind of see his obsession with getting the trinket back, the
lamp. Yeah, he's bargaining, for Sinbad to go back, and here, I'll give you money and I'll give you jewels, and they're like, nope, we're not doing that.
So yeah, he's like, no, we're and he gives him a bag of diamonds or gems or whatever, doesn't he? It's like, go back. I'm not that you have less value in the lives of men, and we've got to get the princess back to Baghdad. And then we get 1950s Baghdad, let's say.
Filmed in Spain, yes.
Yeah, filmed in Spain. It's, but still a glamorous, a Persian wonderland of Baghdad back there. And you get that kind of place. Hollywood always did it the same. Everybody's dressed up, looking beautiful, wonderful, nice weather.
But they're all white white men.
Oh, well, we're talking. Everybody's well. Yeah,
it's just a little bit of a problem with their authenticity there.
Yeah, it's everybody is Hollywood. Even he's not a sultan, is he? He's the other one's sultan. He is Sinbad's. I'm guessing this is it's not his. It's not his father, is it? Because I can't remember. I can't remember Sinbad.
His father.
Okay, I have to read the book again. I can't remember him being. I think he was like, because he was so good, he was kind of adopted by the royal family, not by like.
Okay.
But he's not like, I suppose you want to call it. He'd be like a lord, I suppose, not a ruler. He's a ruler of Baghdad, I suppose, like a governor of Baghdad. I suppose you want to call it a governance. But yeah, the magician has turned up again, and he's asking again for, look, can I go back? I need a ship. Give us and some men to go back to the island of the Colossus, don't they call it?
Yes.
Or Colossus. And I've built this time a great crossbow to protect the men. But again, no, we're not doing it. Sinbad said not to do it.
By Game of Thrones, when, what is it, Meister Qyburn?
Oh yes,
creates the mangonel and has this, that blueprint or drawing.
Take down a dragon.
When they're going to take down the dragons. Yep.
I didn't even think of that until then. Yeah, but yeah, because he relies on Sinbad's knowledge. So yeah, we're not doing it. But then the Sultan, this is her dad. From, I can't remember the land. Chat, do you remember the land? I cannot remember. Oh god, here we go.
I
the stop motion took 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like that. Yeah, that's good because you think I actually mean how many sequences and how much movement there is. It's that's epic. Yeah, for back there, like just click next. I appreciate it. I do not have the patience. I love it. I love like Wallace and Gromit, and I'm like, I just couldn't have the patience. Click, and it looks like you haven't really moved it.
So they do teach, at least at my kids' school, both of my kids had to do a project with stop motion to try to, teach some mechanical skills, and they would make little things out of Lego, and then they would film, every, every interval in the motion. And I thought it was really cool for, like a third grader to start learning, about the details and, how to break things down into small pieces, even visually. I thought it was pretty cool. But on this scale, and they also have to create the creatures, right? So we've got the cyclops, we've got the bird, we've got the dragon, we've got the lizard snake lady that still freaks me out. Just creating those models in such detail had to take such effort.
Yeah, and on about the lizard snake lady. So the magician has been invited to give a show, and he's taken the handmaid of the princess as the magician's assistant. Let's say that. And yes, whilst they're getting bonded about the magic, he takes her and crosses her with a cobra. So Viper would like this. And I took the shot there. The Viper, like, I'm guessing there was a real snake, and whatever that is, I do not know. It looks like some plastic tubing.
A rubber hose, probably.
I don't know. And of course, they're all waiting for the magic to happen. There you go. Viper's in love, and smashes the urn, and then this freaks me out. This used to proper. It's creepy.
That was the one as a kid.
This one specifically reminded me, or not reminded me of, but it kind of made me feel like Beetlejuice. You could see some of the way, like just the creepiness to it and the way it moved. It really reminded me of the way Beetlejuice's stop motion is done, which again, Tim Burton obviously has done a lot of it. But I felt like that had to be an influence. Like this style had to be an influence on him. I would imagine, at least. I can't say for sure, but on the way that just because it just felt so much like it for some reason. You're talking that was the 80s. It was good chunk of time later. And so it was either, just the coincidence, or it was definitely an influence in the way that he chose to do his stop motion for that movie. And just the creepy nature of it too. Like it's so fluid that it just makes it look extra creepy.
Yeah, it's just the kind of that Arabian music in the background, and then just a bit it's just a bit haunting. And of course it has a mind of its own. It starts strangling her. She looks like a Smurf. I don't care. She does, but I don't care. It's like that. And then of course, he does a magic potion at her, and she turns back. But when I was younger, that was a haunting. It's just weird. It's that fluid movement of like that. So it's good, because even now I was like, that is still a bit creepy. That looks creepy. I don't like that. It's a bit off-putting. And like I say, like when the actors, it's going to be there. They don't look that bad. They kind of know we just got to kind of stare like that. Don't move too much. Just stare. Because nobody's going to care that you're in the scene. It's all going to be focused, but to make sure you don't move too much. Because I'm guessing if the actors moved a lot in the background, it's going to mess up like Ray Harryhausen's kind of how we would treat it.
Because it's going to take more time to film. They have to stay still. That's a good point.
It was like silly, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, wasn't it? It was like they were told, hold everything with your fingers closed. Because if you do that, like a normal person, like a cup, we have to digitally do every bit. If you do that, we've only got to do top and bottom. There's like silly little things. So when he strangles Roger Rabbit, Bob Hoskins? It's like, do not open your fingers. Make sure everything's like that. It feels weird, but it would cost that. It's like
interesting.
50 grand, 500 grand. So on that, I'm going to call him the Lord or King. Is he is pleased with the magician. The magician, is now going, oh, but he's got one goal, is to go back. But on this occasion, it's like, what other tricks can you kind of do? Do you know fortune telling? And yes, I do. I need some coals to come out. And of course, he's playing his own game.
Of course.
So and
it's
I think
it's bad news. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where he starts getting those beady old eyes of him. He's good baddie. His eyes are the good baddie, isn't he? He's got the eye where he on this I refuse to tell, and then he tells of the war that is to become. They're going to become bad. They're going to become enemies now. How it happens, don't know, can't tell. But you're going to be enemies. On that, Sinbad kind of gets a little bit annoyed. Like he knows his tricks, and he gives him a push on the ground. Now I must say on this, like just these bits, the costume designs aren't that bad. They're not great, but they're not that bad.
They've made an effort. Let's just put it this way. They do look a little Halloween costumey, but they've made an effort.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's something like you were going to a store, but I'm guessing this, but like, oh, we got they probably in Columbia Pictures had a massive rooms and be like, where's the Arabian section?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then just take what you want and then bring it back. And I bet you these dresses and all that, all the shirts and all the robes are in different movies of this time. And it was probably, some of them were probably when it was black and white, and they were just like, yeah, we just cross over. Just it's still there. And then from that, we get, of course, the kind of just a little bit of showing their love between Sinbad and the princess. It's like, they're just a love. They're in love couple. They're trying to portray. But whilst this is happening, while she goes to bed, her terrible acting, sleeping. This was.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
It's just like that. But we see a candle. But who is lingering in the background? The magician is in the shadows, and he has a made candle or a potion to make the candle, and we just see her arm slowly shrink away. So in the morning, the handmaid we can't find the princess. We can't find her. So Sinbad runs into the room again. Yeah, it's just it's
another costume.
Another costume. It's literally it is what it is. We find the little princess. Now I say, like, when she's small, I've seen movies before where they do it really bad at this time period when you got somebody really small or really large. It looks bad. It doesn't look that bad. There is
bad.
I would agree. I didn't think it looked bad at all.
Yeah, because it's just we'll put you on a bit screen and we're just gonna put you onto it. It looks okay, and I'm guessing a lot of the actors kind of probably from back in like the black and white days, they knew where to look, and that's it. Like, it's okay.
I think why it works is because she's not in a lot of complicated settings. She's either in her box or on a flat surface or in someone's hand. Like, I think where they really mess it up in other films is when they try to have, a short or very tall person walking down a crowded street, or, where there's just so many other things in the setting that makes the scale look off. But I think they do a good job. And in this picture you snapped perfectly, one thing that Ray Harryhausen always was attuned to was the shadows and the lighting. And he gets it right with this. You've got her shadow in the right place. It doesn't look off. It doesn't look strange. It looks exactly where it should be.
Yeah. You see that even like some of the ones you see if they step this way, the ground's going to be different. Like that. So he's clever on that. It's like, no, you can just put them there, but the setting won't look real unless this is how people move. It's clever. He's
very clever.
So we get Sinbad has a chat with her, and his next thing is, the only thing I can do is let's speak to the magician, the sorcerer, to see if there's anything we can do. Funny enough, there is. and I will finish it in the chat because that was the quiz question. How do you unshrink? What does Sinbad need? Was it a sailor's toenail? The Genas used Kleenex, a dragon's butt scout, or Roke's eggshell? That was the name of the bird. Of course, yeah. So the eggshell. So they need to go back, funnily enough, to the island to get an eggshell. That will be the potion that he can brew up to bring her back to normal size. The only way you can do that, we all need to go back to the island. Happy coincidence. So but nobody will go, so we're not going to risk anybody's lives. So yeah, let's go to the
prison.
The prison, literally. Yeah. And you've got two options: stay here, do a bit of hard labor and probably get hung, or get your head cut off or your hand cut off, or you can risk your lives on the high seas with me, Sinbad. So yeah, he gets his volunteers, let's say that. And of course, yeah, onto that we're bringing the catapult, not catapult. What are you going to call it? It's crossbow. No, what do you call it? What is it called? What was the name?
Yeah, it's a crossbow.
Not a crossbow. Yeah, but there's a name for it when it's on the floor, isn't it? When you don't hold it. Isn't it?
Did I call it the wrong thing? Let's see. I called it a mangonel, but that's not right. There
is a name for it, isn't it? Because the Romans used them, didn't they?
Yep. Hang on.
I can't remember what it's called. This is where somebody gone. Historian geeks, go.
Game of Thrones calls it a scorpion, but that's not right. I think it's a mangonel. Hang on.
Oh, took 11 months. There you go. 11 months to do stop motion.
Yeah, a mangonel. Mangonel. How the hell did I know that? There are things stuck in my brain. I'm not.
Jade calls it a mind fortress. It's like that.
Yeah, the mangonels are on the ground. Ballistas are mounted to buildings.
Ah, there you go.
And that's the ballistas they called them scorpions in Game of Thrones. But I swear to goodness, things just come out of my. I need them out of my brain. There's stuff that I can't remember because there's no room, because there are things like mangonel. Who would have known? That's really the thing. I must have learned that in a pub quiz sometime.
There we go. But yeah, so they haven't got any room.
They've only got one arrow.
Better make it count.
If you're gonna build a crossbow like this, can we not have more ammunition? Just saying.
At least two.
At least two.
But on this, we have now some. They're more like pirates, aren't they? They're like, this we could earn some money on this. So they start to plot their mutiny. But in the captain's quarters, cabin. Yes, the little princess is there.
Thanks a lot for building me a phone box to live in.
At least it's made out of silver. He's like,
it's not bigger on the inside either.
I also don't see any breathing holes, so I'm not sure how the air is getting in there. But
just literally,
at least it's covered in jewels. That's nice.
Yeah, and I always thought, who made the dresses for her now?
Oh yeah, because she was wearing a nightgown when she got shrunk. That's a good point.
Somebody went, they didn't have like a Barbie doll.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking, like, there's no Barbie to take it off of. So where did this come from?
It just made me laugh, and my brain just went, who made that then?
I didn't even think of that.
Yes, we need some dresses now.
Well, you see, the green smoke must have spread to her closet, which covered her wardrobe, and plot hole fixed.
There we go. It did make me giggle. But yeah, so. Again, it's not that bad. I say, like, you can see it,
not at all,
like that. But yeah, they're just having a little chat as whilst they've been at sea a few weeks now, and then of course the magician has there's been rumblings above. I'm guessing that's it. He's got some concerns with the men. That's it. But Sinbad is like, I'm Sinbad, kind of. He dismisses it. But we'll all take it to things until, of course, we have a mutiny on our hands, and it's the thieves and the pirates or whatever against Sinbad and his men. but Sinbad tells them to lay down their weapons when one of them gets the magician to the throat. And the only reason he does that is because he's the only one who can make the potion, I'm guessing, because he doesn't really trust him. So that's it. But then, they get put in the brig, and then they get this wow, like I'm guessing it's the sirens
by
or
the
wow,
sound of wind. Yeah, this high pitched sound that obviously the magician has whipped up.
But yeah, it's a weird scene. But yeah, they get to their place where they're going quite easily, where they're pushing Sinbad to there, but they're literally there for the gold, let's say that. But so they need to get past the the Cyclops, and they're going after the bird. So the plan is they will split up, because if one gets captured, the other one can go rescue them. So that's the plan. Sorry, I just thought this way.
Brilliant.
They come across skeletons, a club that is too big. This is great acting. I just even that just like, who would that be? I'm not being odd, if you saw a skeleton, would you be that scared?
No.
You'd be like, I'm in danger. You're like that.
You wouldn't visibly see it on my face. My face would probably just be very blank and very like, oh shit. It wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be.
But you're
this,
expecting it
animated.
on this bit. But he's expecting there's danger here. There is danger.
That is true.
Here.
You did bring a giant crossbow, so you should have expected this.
Yeah, if you're going, for your Sunday walk and you come across a skeleton, you might act differently.
Right, fair enough.
It did make me giggle. I was like, that is But again, it's just like, okay, we need you to react. We need you to react here. But yeah, so the rest of them, they found the Cyclops hold, I suppose you want that, of all the gold. Sinbad's a bit wary as it tells them to stop. They get into a bit of a fight, and guess who's open the lid, I suppose, call it like that. The Cyclops says, hold it, that's my rubbish. So yeah, he's starts to take them out and put them into a cage, and then unlucky for one of them, he's about to get roasted alive. But whilst that's happening, our second group has been told not to drink from the waters. And yeah, I don't like when they do, it's just wine. They just get drunk really, really quick, don't they?
And you don't find out that it was poison. It was just wine. So yeah.
I'm guessing it was just very strong wine. So yeah, it was like a stream of wine that were getting really, really drunk. So yeah, they all, this is good. And they all just get a little bit merry. So that's good. Meanwhile, our guys on the getting turned on the roast.
It's slow broil.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. And then but this is where the magician, after he's left his little party and he's gone, really his plan is to go and get the lamp. He's not really caring about I'm going to rescue you, because he gets them and they say can you go and get the latch? And he's like, no. Kind of like, but he just goes. He's like, see you later.
Pretty much just says no.
And this is when then Sinbad exposes the princess to the other sailors. But can you go? You're small enough to get up there. Can you get the latch? So she's off to do that, whilst the Cyclops says, what's going on? I've heard a noise in his little dungeon, kind of I suppose like pit or whatever you want to call it, little treasure hold, where the magician is going through everything, trying to find it. And I think this is weird because he just looks at him for a while, doesn't he? Like a bit curious of like, what are you doing? Because he's tossing it away. He's not actually stealing it until, of course, he comes across the lamp. And we get that. And then, of course, we get the escape. She finally does the hatch. They escape.
Now, this was the one scene I always thought he didn't stop to say, like, where are you? Because he flips that last. She could have been on that. She could have been on that flap, and she could have been flung halfway across the island.
Give me 1 minute.
I just thought it was so funny. He doesn't even wait. He just flings the flap open.
No.
But she's okay, by the way. So for those who haven't seen the film, she's okay.
But yeah, so we get out the party of the drunks. They're off now to go and find whilst they've escaped, and then we get another little battle with the Cyclops back and forth, and then we get the drunks help in as well. And then they all scatter. Sinbad goes with the magician in a little, I suppose, like a little valley of stone, where the Cyclops tries to get them. And then he starts, the Cyclops, I'm going to take a tree and start smacking you with it. And then later, this guy, unfortunately, gets
he
crushed.
gets squished. Yeah.
It's good. It's actually a good fight scene. It's like
quite a good
it looks
fight.
Good. I say he tosses it
really
around.
Does.
I'm the Cyclops.
And you'll notice, though, he could have taken the shortcut in this scene and a couple of other scenes, like the scene with the bird. He could have taken the shortcut and just filmed from one angle. And he does that with the dragon, but the dragon is chained up, so that was easy to film from one angle. But this fight, he films from different angles, which is interesting because you got to think about, again, how do you, probably filming with different cameras from all different locations. But I just think it's so intricately done and really well done, and the attention to detail makes you forget a little bit that this is 1958. It looks kind of cool. It doesn't look as great as films today for the smoothness of the motion, but you got to give it a ton of credit for what it did for its time.
But it shows that he could actually direct as well. He wasn't just the science, sci-fi guy, the modeling guy. I know how to, where the shot is going to be and what would look right. So we get that. And of course, now from the scramble, the lamp's been dropped. Sinbad has got it. He rushes out to get it whilst the Cyclops is still into pursuit. Cyclops is trying to get them, and the magician, Sinbad's got, I don't know where, found did he get it from I'm guessing from the fire he was doing for that man he was pitting. He temporarily blinds the Cyclops, and with a bit of a poker to the eye, a bit of flame, and they have a little chase across the stones and like that, and again, and the Cyclops falls
down the cliff.
Down the cliff. And then from that, it's well done. He's gone. Yay! All celebrate Sinbad. And then the magician is like, give me the lamp. Nope, I don't trust you. Nope, I'm not getting it over. There's too much power here, and I can't trust you that you're doing it. One, you just literally left us to actually be eaten alive.
Seriously.
Come on, mate. What you thinking? But from that, they're going off to get the eggshells. We have one guy who falls to his death. Great stunt action there. I bet you that's literally the shot. I bet you that's how far where the camera is. That's the fall. It's like that into probably like a bed of cardboard.
Big puffy mattress. Big air mattress thing.
Yeah. And then we get the egg. And whilst that, they start knocking it, and then they it hatches into a little...
hatches, and then they mess with the baby. Why would you mess with the baby? The mama's gonna be around somewhere.
Yeah, but in this actually thing, the magician tells them to stop. He actually doesn't like them that they're gonna kill the bird. So they but they just don't kill it. They go to eat it as well. So he gets a bit pissed off.
Stop a hungry sailor, I think it's the line, something like that.
But they get the eggshell, and they're having a bit of KFC. Let's say that, like a two-headed baby thing.
That was fast.
Yeah. So now we have Sinbad away from everywhere else, and about the lamp, and then she's has a little thing. How about if I go and speak to the genie? We don't know how to get him out. Let's see if let me go down to go and see the genie. So this is what she does. Her little plan is to go down. I did like this when I was a kid. I always remember this thing.
I
Just
did
the
too.
smoke,
I remember her saying,
smoke. And it's like that. So she comes into a land of a little bit of smoke, and she's greeted by, of course, the kid genie, and they have a little bit of a nice interaction. She treats him as a kid, not a genie, like that. But we need to get out. We probably need your help. How do we get you out? What are the words? But on from that, she also asks, why are you here? Can't we free you? And it's the freedom is if somebody says his name, Barani. But there is a clue as well to things like that. And when the big that is small, small again becomes tall, into fearsome rock, to rise they must fall. Sorry. Yeah.
To rise you must fall. So she's got to throw him into fiery rock.
Yes. So it's the pits of what's it called in Lord of the Rings?
Doom. I want to say Mount Doom. Yeah.
But whilst that's happening,
just a coincidence.
Yeah. The mummy's here. And then of course Sinbad comes to the rescues, and they're all fighting this rock, as known. This is I don't like she's in her rights. You just killed my kid.
That's what I think. Yeah, you're eating my kid. Hello.
Yeah, hello. I came back. You're bloody eating the kid. So they all are fighting whilst Sinbad, they know the words now. He's trying to get the words. Unfortunately, he drops the lamp, and then he's number two, has a scuffle with the magician over it. The magician kills him, and then lucky enough, Sinbad grabs the lamp, but he's taken away by the big bird into the nest. It would have been good if there was animals in there chirping, but I'm guessing they were like, no, we can't have another one. Going to feed him to the young. But whilst that's happening, the princess is out there, but who approaches? Yes, the magician. This is quite good. This scene, this literally the grab, because it's the perspective of her. It's actually quite a good shot. Sinbad wakes up. Everybody's gone except for, of course, him and the lamp. And we get him. Then finds his dead buddy, like that, and he now says the words to get the genie out, and of course the genie appears. And I do like this bit. He's like, fair enough, the Sinbad, his fault is like, I need to rescue, and then the genie goes, I'll meet you there. Like, goes, where is it? Well, can't you just get us there? And he's like, no, all right, I'll just meet you there. It's like that. So it did make me laugh a little bit. It's just we'll just meet you there. It's good. It did make me have a little bit of a laugh that he was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll get you there at one point. So he's, what is it, at the foot of the mountain. So he gets into the layer of the magician that I'm guessing been living there. But what is also there?
Dragon.
We got a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon, who is chained up, and the genie tells him he needs to, you got to do the traps.
You got to reel him in so you can get past him, and then reel him back out. It's just interesting that the fire must only reach a certain distance once you reel him into the wall so that you can walk past.
So he sneaks past literally to the next bit where he's literally rolling in. Yeah, my pet scaly. That is actually quite good. Yeah, it's literally it's my pet, isn't it? I'm guessing he had it there to kind of feed off, like warn off the Cyclops in his you could hear him.
I
I'm guessing
guess,
that.
yeah.
I'm guessing so. But the fire breathing. It's quite good. I don't know how they did that fire. I'm guessing they had a canister in it, or they
Some
did it and
kind
then
of
shot
gas,
it.
yeah.
But was it in the model, or was it modeled and shot and then fabricated onto it?
Oh, I don't know. But it looked good. Has a good look to it.
Yeah. And of course, Sinbad shouting for the princess whilst he's happy that he's now coming. He's bringing the lamp to him. And so he's got the princess a hostage, looking at through this globe. I'm guessing it's supposed to be an all-seeing eye or something.
Mm-hmm.
God, another reference. The all-seeing eye,
Like an oracle, yeah.
Yeah, so Sinbad turns up, and they're kind of the exchanges like, give me this and I'll give you that. And I don't know why when I was younger I found this bit a bit creepy, how he gets her back. I don't know why. It's not that creepy, just things like that.
You
But
know, if he didn't have to have the potion to make her tall again, I just can't. I mean, Sinbad just must want to strangle this guy.
Yeah.
Like, just, he's being sort of kind of cordial, and they sort of need each other. He wants to get the lamp back, and he wants his girlfriend to be regular size again, so they have to put up with each other. But oof, just he's so evil, and you're right, he looks evil. He's got that baddie look about him.
He's got the eyes,
The
we'll
bald
see that in a
head and
minute.
the eyes, yep.
But so in the little perfectly sized coffin or whatever it's going to be, casket,
that's really creepy. I don't like that.
I've just got this casket that's perfectly fit for a small sized person. But again, an embrace.
And her clothes grew. Her clothes.
Yes, clothes grew. Yeah, it must be in that. Yeah, but in that we get
and then we get
he summons the
trademark.
skeleton. The
trademark Ray Harryhausen. Now, are there animated skellies in every one of his films? I think there are. They're definitely in Jason and the Argonauts. They're definitely in Clash of the Titans. But the animated skellies,
golden, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they would.
I think it's his calling card. These animated skellies, and I love them. And they've been, well, at least in some of the games that I play. I don't know if either of you ever played Valheim. But the animated skeletons in the dungeons in Valheim always reminded me of these skeletons, because they hold the same sword and board in Valheim as they do here. So I love these. I absolutely love the skeletons.
But we get the so he's using his eyes, a little bit of a hand magic and then we get it. It picks up the thing. It's that look. It is. It's it even reminds me of was it Army of Darkness? They just Ash when he fights them, like just the Evil Dead bit. They all look the same, but it's great. It's a good little fight. It's a good fight scene. It's let a shield with that. I don't know. I'm guessing it again. You have to think of how they did it, because I'm guessing he was like the Sinbad actor, was like, go there, but feel that you're hitting, and then you have to do that. And then Harryhausen like, okay, you've got the motion, and I have to fight you with the motion, and that's how he did it. Like, it must have been very, very weird to do that kind of, sword on sword, really fight. But it's actually good. Now, this is the bit I said earlier. The skeleton looks better than the film
actor. Yeah.
No, the film, it looks clearer. It's very...
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks more
right.
clarified, zoomed in, I suppose.
Sharper.
Maybe
it's a sharper
I don't
image.
know. Maybe there was some kind of how they mirrored it. I don't know. But it looks just a bit more clarified. But the skeleton then, of course, falls to their death. This must have been a thing. They must have gone, what about if we crush it? Because I'm thinking Jason, I think they do. He hits and then the arms come off. I'm
The
guessing
bones
he didn't
explode.
realize.
Yeah, all the bones fall apart. Yeah.
And I'm guessing at this point he's like, "Do you know how long that would take?" I'm
One
so they were like,
bone.
"Just fall him into an abyss." We like
Yep.
that. That's how we're gonna get rid of him. But yeah, later on, it's yeah, it's the shattering. But yeah, from that they go off. But to trap him there, I don't know how this works. Don't care. It doesn't really matter. Is that he explodes his all-seeing eye orb or whatever you want to call it. That brings down the causeway of their escape. And then from that, she then calls the genie to come help. And again, how can we escape? I could teleport you out here. I can get you a rope as well.
Here's a rope.
Like, I always feel like, why would he just like, you just teleport me back to Baghdad? God's sake. Nope. I'm going to get you a rope. You just asked to escape. You didn't say how, so yeah. And then we have a very a New Hope kind of thing. When I saw it, I was like, this is like really, Indiana Jones New Hope kind of swing here, isn't it?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Well, funny you say that because after watching the trailer, a bunch of shorts were coming up for just some history on this film and the style of animation and all that. And Spielberg, well, this was a YouTube short, so who knows how legitimate it was. But they were saying that a lot of directors, Spielberg being one of them, were influenced by this movie and this work.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Jackson, another one, he actually was holding a model of the Cyclops on what looked like a movie set for Lord of the Rings. But it was a quick glimpse of him holding it on a movie set that he was working on. So yeah, you could definitely see. And then when you start thinking about those movies and those directors, and this is a perfect example, you can kind of start to see, oh yeah, maybe he was actually influenced by this. Maybe it wasn't just a YouTube short that made something up. I would like to look into it a bit more though. Just again, one with my fandom of this style of animation, but
I think there's quite a good documentary of Ray Harryhausen.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, I'd like to look up more and see who credits him as an inspiration to them, because just again, really impressive stuff.
Yeah. So there we get they throw the Barani. I think they say his name now, and then they throw his lab into the fires of Mountain Doom. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, it's eerily similar.
Yeah. When was Lord of the Rings written? Well, no, so Arabian Nights, if they did nick it off, that's what in the how many stories over time, and it was
the
then
first English compilation was 1708, so it kind of predates J.R.R. Tolkien just a wee bit.
And mine's only 1865.
Wow, that's amazing.
So they now have to escape past the dragon. But who's coming along at the same time? The Cyclops. I'm guessing he's.
They said there were more than one. Yeah, they said there were more than one Cyclops. There wasn't just one.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a new one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Okay. This is his brother.
Yep. His angry brother.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a scary time, and of course we get the famous battle. I'm guessing that you see a lot of the dragon versus the other Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we just have that where the Cyclops gets his hand up, but it's the dragon that wins, and he takes him down. So the magician comes out and he got control, and they run back to what is it again, Sandy? It's called
it's called a mangonel. We'll call it a big crossbow.
Where we're coming out, and the magician with his dragon pet, whatever, they get it through the fire, and this is now the end of the magician. He gets squashed. Unlucky.
Good riddance, dude.
Yeah. So he gets out, and then they all run back to trying to get back to the ship, and then the dragon dies on the side of the beach, and they all get back. And who they greeted with is Barani is there, and now he claims that he's going to be the cabin boy for Sinbad. So he's free, and I'm going to be the cabin boy. And he's like, "Oh, we'll go and make up my cabin. I already have." I already have. Yeah, and he stocked it all full of the Cyclops money. So yes, now Sinbad is very, very rich, even though he was very, very rich in the first place. So they're like, and he says it's a pre-wedding gift. So yeah, it's good. And then yeah, he takes Sinbad says, "Well, you're going to be a much better." Takes the wheel. You're going to be a much better sailor than I. And yeah, and they all, as most of these Sinbad ones, they all live happily ever after. Dun, dun, dun,
Very
dun, 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 dun. But it's it's such a simple story, and I appreciate when we're not going to go well. Like the Arabian Nights, I think the tales, they're very simple. You could go through every single, most continents have the same kind of the stories coming out. They're old stories through time. They don't need to change. They're quite simple, and they all end up mostly all the same, except for the Brother Grimm's ones. They all go a bit weird, but
yeah,
this
they're
it
really
doesn't.
nasty and
Yeah.
really gruesome in a lot of cases.
Yeah, but this is simple, and again, I think the story is plain. I'm guessing it is plain. It's very thing. It is all about the animation. It's all about that story. Without that, this couldn't have worked. This couldn't have worked. But yeah, I think it's it's good. It's like that. But go on, give me the numbers, because I'm quite interested on how much it was made, then the inflation values, Sandy.
Yes, of course. I love to do the inflation values. All right. So the budget was $650,000. So not $1 million, $650,000. That would be 7.4 million today. It made 3.2 million at the box office. So it was a substantial box office hit, which would be 36 million today. But again, given the budget that it was made for, it was a huge hit. And I'm still amazed that it could be made for that budget. I mean, $650,000. I mean, for me, that sounds like it wouldn't cover the actors, right? Even back then, but tremendous value for money, this film, even though it made such a great dividend on its investment there. It was not in the top. I couldn't find it in the top 100 for 1958. South Pacific was number one. Annie Mame, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, No Time for Sergeants, and Gigi or Gigi. I don't think we have any.
Not to be confused with Geely, if anybody remembers that movie.
Oh goodness, no! Gosh, is that what Jennifer Lopez?
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Benny boy.
Lordy.
Yep.
I don't think any of these are on our wheel, but maybe we should think about Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And I really do like No Time for Sergeants.
That's actually the only one that I recognized by title is Cat on the Hot Tin Roof, and kind of barely recognize it. Just sounds familiar. Otherwise, I'm not familiar with many of these.
Yeah. This one was added to the National Film Registry in 2008, specifically recognizing the advancements in special effects down to Ray Harryhausen. It won no major awards, and it had no major award nominations. Unfortunately, I tend to think like today, if we were looking at this film today, we would certainly recognize the special effects. But back then, the Oscars and the major awards, they didn't have the kinds of categories that we have today for things like, special effects. They would have like production design, right? But not special effects. As we mentioned, this is based on one of the tales in 1001 Arabian Nights or 1001 Nights, depending on which country you're in, which is a compilation of Arabic folk tales that date way back. I mean, like way, way back, centuries old, that were put together and compiled in the first English edition in 1708, it's 1706. And that James has a copy from 1865, which is pretty cool. The cover you see there is from an 1896 version of the book, a smaller selection of the tales. This one, actually, Ray Harryhausen did also help to write some of the dialogue for the film, and it was directed by Nathan Duran. It was filmed primarily in Spain, including at the Alhambra. So the scenes where they're in the palace. They're celebrating before the wedding and
The
everything.
Palace of Baghdad.
Yeah, the Palace of Baghdad is actually filmed in the Alhambra. And these actors, I mean, you really don't see them. I've not seen their names
No.
in anything else except for the youngster Richard Eyre. He did appear in a few episodes of Lassie and a couple of other
Who's that? The
shows.
genie? Is that the
Yeah, the
genie?
genie. Yeah. As a child actor, he had several roles in television series. And then I think he only had one other film. So not a cast that we see anywhere else on the wheels. So these names probably this will be the the first for
And
the
only.
folks in the first and only. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was it was one of those films. I'm guessing that kids and probably 10s 11 12s would have really enjoyed seeing this in the theater. I'm happy I saw it on the television, but I would love to see an old like the original, not the new one. I would love to see Clash of the Titans in the theater, but it didn't. So there's so many films I keep saying that. So Pike and Rose Theater in Rockville, Maryland, if you're listening, get these oldsters on the rotation.
This must have been great as a kid, like in the 50s. You go there for your cartoons, and then you got this. You got your swashbuckling kind of thing, but this one has monsters in it. Like as in like a young teen. This must have been, what am I watching? 1958. You haven't seen anything like this. And again, it's not that janky that you go. We've all seen those black and white kind of sci-fi ones where the flying saucer kind of comes in like that. It's like that. It doesn't look like that. It looks good. No. It's still, I say, like Jay said, it still kind of holds up. It's still, you understand the flaws, but the look still, it holds up.
Right.
I say for me, for this movie, it's an appreciation of that. Like I say, the Sinbad movies, I think this one and the Golden, and he, like Jason and the Argonauts, is a better, I think, written story. It's like that. They have a more of a story driven than that. But the appreciation of what the advancements was, Clash of the Titans, I adore that movie. But you can see where we need a story, but we've got this as well. So do we need that? And this was as it was the first. I said I could have put on Clash the Titans or Jason the Argonauts, but this is the first. So I think this is where the movie is very subtly scripted, and the dialogue is what it is, and some of it's very corny and doesn't make sense. I don't really care. It doesn't affect the enjoyment of this movie because it's an appreciation of what they did, and it's not bad. It's not one where you go, that's just really tacky. It's a vanilla ice cream that it tastes really nice. I don't need anything special on top of it, but it's got the monsters. So for me, I'm always a 6 or 7. I think for Ray Harryhausen, it pushes it to a kind of a 7, but because of the scripting and everything else is a bit lackluster, and some of the acting is a bit terrible, but then the baddie's good. So I'm going to give it like a 6.5, 6.5. I think that's kind of fair because this is an appreciation just really of Ray Harryhausen. I think it is like that. I think one of these, you get movies where you go without these people that went, let's push it and let's see we can do it, and then somebody going, look, we're gonna throw you out there and give you a go. We're gonna give you a go if you can do it. And I think them to do this on that, and then it spawned into Golden, Jason. I can't remember. There is another Sinbad one. I always forget what it's called. But then the others, and then he went into the 80s into the 90s, still doing his trade. Fair play to him. He was a kind of a genius to work out how to do it, even though it was 11 months, as Daryl said, of oh my. And I bet you that shooting time I would love to know how long they actually took to shoot that, especially the Spain parts, because I'm guessing it wasn't shot. I think it was probably, move on. It's let's
Yep, get in, get out.
None of this matters. It's all about the animation.
Yeah, it's literally just do that and don't move, because a lot of it you can say that they're not moving in the background. It's good. But yeah, it's a fun. The serpent blue lady, whatever you want to call her, still creeps me out, and that's 100%. What's good. Even though I remember as a kid going like that and loving the movie, it's good, and I can still watch these. These are very much a Sunday daytime on TV, and you're going to enjoy it. And I'm guarantee my kid's going to love these when he gets to a certain age. What, monsters, sword fighting, what couldn't you love as a young kid? They're not offensive, they don't need to be, they're just a little adventure, and they're there to what they do. It's literally they're literally a family adventure. Then they're tame. Even the books are like, to say, they're folk things, they've all got a happy ending. They've all got a nice little happy ending. So I appreciate for what they are, and I think Jay, I think our kids are gonna love them. Then you go into the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, Jason the Argonauts, Clash of the Titans, the 1980s one, and then on top of that, you're like, you're gonna go. My kid's got a sword at the moment, a little rubber one. I can guarantee if he starts watching, I'm getting smacked around the head of about 5,000 times with it. But yeah, it is, and that's why it went on the wheel. It's a good family adventure that you can just sit down and just go, you know what, that's 90 minutes or whatever it was. It doesn't have to do anything for me. It's good. It's a good little ride. But,
yeah, definitely.
Go on it.
I'll go next. So first off, I agree with honestly pretty much all of what Stace has said there. So not to just repeat everything he said, but it's definitely an appreciation type of film. I think I think the best parts of it.
You could drink.
It's all of a sudden, of course, when I go to give my review on it, my throat gets all messed up. But no, I agree. It's an appreciation film, which I especially enjoyed because that side of it, I should say, because I am such a big fan of stop motion animation. So I really liked seeing kind of the beginnings of it and how, I think really when you put into the perspective too of the era that it was in, the 1950s, it really does kind of just blow your mind as you're watching it. Still holds up, still looks great. I love that side of it. That was a lot of fun. Unfortunately for me, the rest of the movie was just kind of a little too boring and plain, predictable and all that. It was but it's not that it's trying to subvert expectations or be anything like that, but it was just too much into the trope of a classic Hollywood hero, damsel in distress, villain, the whole thing, that it just became a bit boring to watch. I found myself being a lot more like, all right, when's the next stop motion monster or skeleton? Like, when's that going to happen next? Because that's kind of really what I want to see here. Kind of a bit of, unfortunately, my attention did struggle to hold on, a bit of pulling the phone out here and there between some of those monster scenes. And that for me does put it in the rank of just a bit boring. So score wise, I probably come in at like a 4.5. I don't think it's an awful movie. It just didn't do enough to keep me entertained outside of the animation scenes. I do agree that I think for a younger audience, this is probably a lot of fun to watch. And I will look into more of these movies. Sorry, his name is Ray Harryhausen. I will look into more of his movies for sure. I hope we have Clash of Titans on the wheel because I actually really want to watch that now.
We do.
Perfect.
We
I do want to go see more movies with this animation and all that. I think that's always a positive thing. And I hope those are ones that I can kind of enjoy a bit more and recommend. And, one day want to sit down with my son and watch them as well. Because I do agree. I do think it is at its baseline a family-friendly, movie you can watch with your kids. And again, the younger mind that hasn't seen other movies probably will have so much fun watching it. So I kind of fall there on it. For me personally, it didn't work just because story-wise, that was a bit boring, but I did really appreciate the animation. If I could give that a score, I'd give that an 8 on its own. I think I just really loved how it looked. But yeah, unfortunately, not my type of movie from this era, but I suspect just based off the animation alone, I could get into a lot of the other ones.
And that's okay. That is okay.
Sandy, then.
I enjoy like you, James, the films that you remember as a kid and you remember, sitting down and kind of watching in the background and then watching them later with a critical eye. I agree with Jay, the acting and some of the story was a little ho-hum. It's a relatively short film. It's an easy watch. It's a simple story. So I think it is good for kids. I think we've said everything we need to say about Ray Harryhausen and what he did for special effects and the contribution, particularly that this film makes, being the first in a long line of the stop motion classics that got better, as they went along. I give it a 5.5 for its impact on film. I would have given it a much higher score, but again, the acting and the dialogue and some of the other bits around the writing does pull it down a little bit, but a 5.5 is definitely a good score and definitely a recommend to sit down with a family and just enjoy a good ride. There's yeah, there's battles and swords and a great big huge crossbow, but there's not the gratuitous gore. It's not a ton of violence. It really is just a good old fashioned tale based on a real tale that was written many, many, many centuries ago. And something to sit down and share with family. So I definitely recommend it. And I'm glad to have enjoyed it with both of you because I do enjoy, as I always say, hearing others' takes on films that I hold kind of dear to me. So I'm grateful that we got to chat about it together.
Absolutely.
Well, I think when we've had movies and we've we've been lucky so far. We've not had the sequel to movies. We've always had the first movie.
Yes.
I think this is actually been lucky that we didn't get the other ones again. Oh, I don't, and then went back. It's actually been lucky that we had this one because I think if you had Clash of the Titans or even Jason and the Argonauts, this one you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need it on the wheel. So we were lucky that this actually come in because I think Jay's on point and actually is. I think even the script writers knew we need just you to move on because we don't need dialogue.
You just got to get you to the next thing.
Yeah, because it gives you the story of the adventure, but they don't really do any talking. They don't and then the bits they do, even the love story, that's probably between Sinbad and the princess. That's probably the most dialogue you get. And to be honest, you don't really need it.
No,
fair enough. Which honestly, it almost makes you more impressed with the animation, all that, because they must have put a lot of faith into the fact that this guy could pull it off. When you're really not worried about the rest of the movie because you're relying on those scenes to carry it, you're really putting a lot of faith in that. So again, just more credit to that style and the work that was done on it.
I wonder what he gave to them to go, because it was all black and white before, what he did. And going, I can do it. I can do this. I looked it up and I can't remember what it was called now. There was a technique that he kind of invented to be able to do it in color, to get all the shadowing correct and all the pics it looking right. And he must have mocked something up and gone, this is what I can do. And I bet you it was the skeleton. Because that's what he's known for.
It's his trademark. Yeah.
I wonder if it was that.
He died in 2013. He was 93 years old. God bless.
That's a good run right there.
It really is.
Yeah. But he's I say, he's high. I said, like Jay said, you saw that short. And I think he is put up into high regard as a pioneer of the special effects era and all that. And I you wouldn't get Tim Burton, got the guy who does Wallace and Gromit and all that. They wouldn't be this kind of game from him, that experience of looking at it, and he got it from King Kong of going, wow, how did they do that? And then took it and then just developed that kind of idea into looking at those old black and white, terrible sci-fi movies and horror, the monster movies, and then just developing it into kind of what you get now. And then without that, you wouldn't get computer modeling, really. How they.
Well, I mean, it all right. It all. It all stems from one thing from another.
Yeah. So for being a pioneer, even to go, I'm going to do this. And I bet you he didn't get paid a lot until these kind of like he got, known. Like he was the pioneer, but I bet you he did it for love. I bet you he
Well,
did
he
it.
did. And
11 months of your life moving a model. That is
1 centimeter at a time.
Yeah. So
He
even if you
left-
got like, like he did in Shepperton, I know that. But let's say you got back in the 50s? What's a good wage back in the 50s? Like into the 60s, like 10, like even that, but you're going to get $5,000 a year. It's like that. Yeah, probably not, are you? So like,
Maybe
yeah,
not.
it's yeah. And
He
I like
had-
to know his team. But did he have a team, or was it just I'm doing it by myself?
If it was, I'm sure it couldn't be
largely him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm
He-
sure it couldn't have been a big team.
He kept almost all of the models himself. His dying wish was that they be kept together in one collection and not broken up and sold off into pieces. So he and his wife established a foundation called the Ray and Diana Harryhausen Foundation that keeps the collection together. We'll
That's
send
great.
it out
awesome.
for it will send it out for exhibitions. So when folks
I would
request-
do that.
and then
I bet they're quite big. I bet that is like that big. I bet that what's name is a couple of feet. I bet it's not a little small model.
Oh
'Cause
no,
the
they're not.
detail
Yeah,
in
I'm
it is
looking
great.
at the website now, but they'll send out the collection, or the trustees will send out pieces of the collection for donations to fund scholarships and education in the knowledge and understanding of cinematic special effects. So he's really left an amazing legacy. We'll have to see if there are any exhibitions coming up. Oh, did he do the time machine?
Did he? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Machine.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't
What the-
know.
What the actual thing?
I don't think he did. It just refers. The next exhibition is going to be in Tucson, Arizona. It's currently now.
Meet up then. Come on then.
Yep. Now until
I won't be going because my white pasty skin will burn in Arizona.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
tough,
yeah.
And that'd be in
tough
winter.
area.
like-
but it's in Tucson, Arizona until May 3rd of next year.
Nice.
Okay.
Very
That
cool.
is actually that would actually be quite
Yeah,
cool.
and I mentioned it because
to
the
visit.
name of it is the Time Machine of Miniatures.
Okay.
No, it's just his. Yeah. So anyway,
No, he was clever though. He was like good enough to not go, yeah, we don't need it anymore and destroy it. They were like, keep. Like, I hate Hollywood today. They get rid of everything. They get rid of like all the costumes. They recycle it and all that. But there's certain ones you like need to keep that. And it seems like now some of the actors go, I'm nicking that like that. Like Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds is known.
I'm going to take
Like
this
walked
prop,
off
that
set,
one.
didn't he? He walked off set with his costume from I was going to say Daredevil.
Deadpool.
From,
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
He just walked off set, and they were like, "Is he coming back?" I'm like, "No,
I didn't know that. That's
I'm
funny.
keeping it." Yeah.
Funny.
He just like, no, because I knew you. Like, and he said, I knew they were going to destroy it.
Yeah, well, they'll
So he
destroy it.
literally
It'll be
walked off,
different in the next movie anyways. So
Yeah.
why not hold on to it? It's cool.
Enough set. I do like that. So yeah, it's a thing. I do like it. Like, sorry, what's that? That is called diorama. It's like that, and the thing diorama. It's like, what is that? It's like I do like that kind of the old style. When they had it, like, what was it Technicolor? Isn't it? It's in Technicolor,
Yeah.
and they're like, like, does it matter now? We don't even get that. Like, what's the most? It's the IMAX, isn't it? But I don't say it in the
Yeah.
trailer. It's now in IMAX.
No,
It's-
Now in Smell-O-Vision, they even had that for
Remember
a
that.
time.
Mm.
Or
Oh, there was
3D.
one that there was ones. Oh my god!
Kraken.
Did you ever get this in America? That there was like when adverts were adverts. When they were like, oh, this new advert for like we get like the Christmas ones, and you get Super Bowl ones, and they sent around literally most houses a scratch and sniff.
No.
So you would
but
watch
we
the
did get
advert and you
3D
scratch
glasses
it,
for something.
and you would smell what they were selling on the
Oh.
screen.
Wait a
It's like,
minute.
oh, I
That
know
kind of sounds familiar. More in like I could have sworn maybe they did that on like Nickelodeon at one point for like some cartoon. I want to say it
Maybe
was
they
like
did.
SpongeBob back in the day, where it's like, oh, if
Probably,
you
yeah.
get this thing and you
I
watch
think-
this episode,
Yeah,
that sounds
it's mad.
vaguely familiar.
I
I
think
swear they
they
did
And then you're
something
like,
like that
can't
with
smell
SpongeBob.
anything. I can't smell it.
Yeah, and it all just smelled the same, and
Yeah.
none of it smelled like really anything.
No,
I
they-
swear they did something like that. A
Mm.
Smell-O-Vision episode of SpongeBob.
They
Oh,
may
God.
have. They did a movie like in the late 80s. There was something on television that was going to be, quote, the first 3D movie on a regular television. And they sent everyone like, or you had to go to, I think you had to go to 7-Eleven and get your free 3D glasses, and it didn't work. Everybody, the whole world was wearing these 3D glasses in 87 or something, and it's like it didn't work. But this is him, and this is the Kraken from Clash of the Titans.
Release
You
the
can see
Kraken!
that's at least 3 feet tall, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, that's some details.
So
Yeah,
that's
you
from
actually
his website, his foundation website. So check
That's-
that out.
that
I
is so
encourage everyone
cool.
to go to
I
the.
wonder what he's like. It's got to be like a wire casing, then what? Some weird plasticine, kind of like silicone kind of thing.
Plaster
Yeah,
or
It's gotta be
clay
very
or
movable, right?
silicone.
Or
Yeah.
moldable.
yeah, and then he has to paint it, and then like because the eyes they look jelly,
Yeah.
like in later ones they actually look like like eyeballs. So it's quite it's
Mhm.
It's probably
interesting.
got joints, movable joints and things to hold on to it. And they're quite
Mhm.
heavy, by the way. So I
I
did,
can imagine.
I did look a little bit into this, and when you think about it, the key to having to being able to, make the very slow movements, small movements, is to have a really heavily weighted model so that it
Mhm.
doesn't
Mm.
move on its own. It doesn't get
Right,
blown
right.
over. So it has to be really heavy so it holds its shape as it goes along. So
I
yeah.
just realised this is Daryl again, willing
He wants that
willing for a
Western.
Western, willing for a Western.
So I just quickly looked it up, and there was in fact a promotion back in the day where Nickelodeon sent out little
Cool.
scratch and sniff cards and like cereal boxes. And if you got one and you watched that episode of SpongeBob, there'd be a cue on the screen to sniff the card when
Neat.
that happened. So I
It's
knew
like,
that it rang a bell. I'm like, I swear there was something like that when I was a kid.
I
But
do,
yeah,
like,
that was the
it was
best version of it
anything,
we
wasn't
got.
it? It's good marketing, wasn't it? Like got you to go and
Yeah.
get something.
Well, you go
probably
get the
wouldn't
cereal
ever buy.
box, then you tune into
Yeah.
the show. It all worked. As a kid, it
and like
certainly worked.
3D. And like I say, I don't like 3D movies. I like
No,
It
I
was
don't.
fun at first. I did enjoy it at first.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I'll say
Maybe go,
watching
like-
Avatar, like the James Cameron version, not the Avatar: Last Airbender. Watching Avatar in IMAX 3D was honestly a really cool experience back in the day. But then it just became like they plastered it all over every single movie. That it was like, does this movie need 3D? And it just the novelty wore off very quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's like when Dread, like I do like that movie, is like they released it in 3D to do 3D. And it's a movie that doesn't need 3D, but it was kind of everybody was doing it. And that's why it lost money, because you just went for 3D. You did loads of 3D effects, but that 3D effects, as it goes, because they did that kind of the drug kind of slowing down with the glitter in. I think I can't remember what the drug is called. It kind of works, but it's not needed. It's just like, yeah, thanks. I could have watched it in 2D and I got the same kind of concept. It's like there's not much you're gonna do, and like they've tried even the 4D where your seat moves, haven't they? You ever one of those? It's just
I've seen those in California. I don't remember having them here.
Yeah,
but
you get sprayed with water when they're in the rain, and
or like wind.
moves. Yeah.
It's just like, no, just give me.
It was all just too gimmicky. None of it ever really.
It'd be really pissed off, wouldn't you, if your chair started moving, you didn't realize you had like a beer or something, like all over you, like flashing it over everyone. Oh, but yeah, there's so many comics, but yeah, it's
I like the standard. Just give me a regular movie, regular screen. Just the one thing I do like is the reclining seats. I do need a theater that always has.
I do enjoy those. Yes.
Is I'm guessing was it the 40s? It has to be the 40s, doesn't it? First 3D movies, because you see the old black and white pictures.
I'm not sure, honestly.
You Daryl, go find me the first 3D movie
in the cinema. I know in the 50s you would see. Pictures of folks in the 50s with the 3D glasses on, like I forget some of those they were all the B movies. It was all the B monster movies.
Trying to get you in, yeah. And I wonder if it was like a cartoon, terrible B movie than the actual one. But whilst you had that, look, is a gimmick, get you into it as well. Is a 3D, because I think we said that, I can't remember what movie it is, like when they went to you had your news, that wasn't it? You had your like, and what was you had
your soap opera,
the last Second World War movie we watched. What was that? Oh my god, I've completely gone blank. And it was like the real.
Let's see.
Was it like they go to the movies to get First World War, wasn't it? They go to the movies to get the news.
Well, yeah,
thing.
yeah, and Sergeant
Yeah.
York and all that. You know,
Yeah.
you get your newsreel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that. Yeah, exactly. Get your news, get your cartoon, and then you got watch 3D, and then you got your main.
Yep.
Like it's a day out. It's
You're
a
there
day
all
out.
day. You're there
you're
all
there
day.
all day. That's it. And I like it because you got your intermission. Quickly, run. Let's all go to the lobby, and that's it. And that is all good. But are you excited for our next movie? What else our next pick? So now, Sandy, I'm gonna put my foot down here because Sandy isn't in America. Are you, Sandy?
I'm not even in America next
Now,
week.
because we're meeting up, I just realized it's going to be really hard for me to do things. So chat, unless there's a real things, we might have to cancel next week and do it the week after, if that's okay. Because there's no way I can do the screenshots in time because I'm coming back on the Friday to the Saturday. But if that's okay with you guys, we can have a week off. And you can actually watch it twice.
Come on,
It'll be a
chat.
Thanksgiving week, a long Thanksgiving
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, that's right. It's Thanksgiving weekend. It would actually be a good weekend and probably take a week off for everybody, right? Spend some family time.
There we go. Family time. Staying to family time and watching many men in the movie get the crap beaten out of them as well at the same time.
But it is a family movie from what I understand. So there you go.
Yeah, there we go. I bet you, Jay, you will want to watch it twice just because of the fighting.
I hope so, because I've heard so much good stuff about this movie. So I really am actually looking forward to this one. And nothing says Thanksgiving like siblings fighting.
Viper, you'll allow it. Viper, I expect to see you in Spaghetti House one of the on Saturday. Saturday.
But yeah, so our next one is I forgot the other guys is Joel Edgerton, isn't it? Joel Edgerton.
Yep.
Edgerton and Tom Hardy and Nick Nolte in The Warrior. So as I always do, let's bring up the trailer. And I can't remember how to share now. It's down there. My brain just went, how do I do this again? Okay. Let's share this. Here we go. This I've not pressed play.
Growing up, we all want to know the toughest kid in the neighborhood was, right? I want to know the toughest man on the planet is. That's what we're going to find out.
Brendan, it's me, Pop. What are you doing here?
Tommy's back.
Did he say if he wants to see me?
I'm proud of you, Tommy. What you did for that kid in the tank.
What was I supposed to do, let him drown?
Tommy Reardon, you saved my life.
Look, Brendan, the bank has got to go by the new appraisal figures. You're upside down on your mortgage. How much do you need?
I didn't come in for long, Frank. I was hoping that you would train me.
Are you serious?
Do it!
I thought we agreed that we weren't going to raise our children in a family where their father gets beat up for a living.
Brendan, you're a teacher. You got no business in the ring with those animals.
Actually, I used to be one of those animals. Guess I forgot to put that down on my application.
There's this big tournament. Top 16 middleweights in the world. And when it takes all, I'm gonna need a trainer of that much you were good at.
Frank, I need this. I got a family to protect. Everything I do is for them.
What's going on up here?
Daddy is now a princess. Mom needed you. I needed you. You're my big brother. You bailed on me.
I was a 16-year-old kid. What the hell did I know?
You had a choice, okay? You had a choice.
War hero Tommy Reardon, who has become an overnight sensation, and Brendan Conlon, the physics teacher, they pulled off a miracle.
You can do this. What do you say it?
I can do this.
You got him! This is impossible! The two men fighting for the championship tonight are brothers! Go war!
Are we here to win this fight? Because if we're not, I will throw in the towel.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I am really excited to watch this one. This looks really good.
It's quite funny because we just Jay just finished the whole of House, redid the whole of House, and Joel Edgerton's wife in that is the Doctor out of house. I just
Oh,
realized.
no kidding.
Like that. So yeah, but that was a grind watching all house. Bang.
You know,
Like,
I've been meaning to stop because I used to watch that in kind of in bits and pieces when it was like on cable actually running. So I'd see episodes here and there, and I always liked it. And I've been meaning to start the whole series beginning to end, especially ever since you've been mentioning you guys have been watching it. And I keep
Oh, it was. You know what? You know when you forget movies like that. Sorry, a series that you actually, it's enjoyable. It's just like you can have it on, and it's just enjoyable. That's what a house was. It's like, and then you forget. You go, I don't remember this bloody episode. Where did this come from? But yeah, I think that's good. And I said last time, I was going to watch it, and I stopped myself. So yeah, it's it was lucky. But that was my sports pick. So it's now another one's going to you two have got to have a little bit of a run soon on your picks. I must say that,
I'm definitely due.
It was
We had a run and then
Jade.
it stopped. Yeah, Jay had his sports pick.
Yeah. And then A Bug's Life. I had a couple in a row, and then I've been in a dry spell.
We've not had one. Yeah, we've not had one for a while. And then Jade had her Princess Bride. So that was that we won't talk about. Sorry, I won't bring it up. But shall we find out?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So it's always good. I'm gonna actually hide. Oh, come on, hide. We like to hide now. We're gonna hide on it. So yeah, we've shuffled, we've hide, and because there's always a surprise. There's a surprise, possibly. But if it comes up, it's gonna be funny. But let's now. Daryl, what you want? What is Daryl looking forward to?
I'm not sure.
Now we have to. The thing is, if it doesn't happen this year, it's going to be like that, and then we'll get one. It will just be back-to-back westerns.
It will be. We'll have to catch up.
There we go. So, but let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
There we go. You asked for it. You get it.
Comedy film, huh?
Oh my!
Jay's comedy. Dum 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 dum.
Okay. Yep, I got it immediately because I always say it's an incredibly underrated comedy.
Hold it. What is it?
I got it immediately. Okay. Me, Myself, and Irene. I've always loved this movie, and I think it's one of Jim Carrey's most underrated comedies. I've
never seen it.
Really?
I've never seen it.
Okay. Nope. It's very edgy, so we'll have to be a little careful on some of the jokes. But
the milking I'm gonna have to skip over, aren't we?
Yeah, there's a few we're gonna have to just glaze right over.
Now this trailer might not be suitable for
that I don't know. But this one came instantly because I always say this is one of his most underrated ones from that era. I find this movie to be hilarious.
That was very quick. That you picked that very quick.
Just the fact that I'm always not boasting about it, but just always promoting it, saying that I think it's incredibly underrated. Because I almost went Dumb and Dumber because it's one of my favorites. I do love that one, and I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan. That's the weird thing. But those two specifically, in terms of his comedies,
Dumb and Dumber the other day.
Well, not so much that I'm not a fan. I got no really issue with the guy or anything like that. More so just his like Ace Ventura never did it for me. I did like The Mask as a kid, but I kind of grew up in an era where Jim Carrey was cranking out a lot of kind of like that 2000s into the 2010s. He was kind of just like Mr. Popper's Penguins and Burt Wonderstone. There were a lot that were just like, eh. So I wasn't always a big fan, but those two specifically, Dumb and Dumber and Me, Myself, and Irene, I've always adored. I just think they're so stupid and so funny. And this one was, because this is, God, who's the directors of this? It's the same guys who did Dumb and Dumber. So I think that's why I always like these two, because I like their direction and their comedy, but their name is slipping my mind at the moment.
It's not the Wachowskis, is it?
No, is it the Farley? Is it Farley?
I wasn't too sure.
I'll have to look it up. Let me see.
Well, whilst you look it up, whilst we watch the trailer.
I'm working for the state on the highway patrol.
From the Farrelly brothers, the directors of There's Something About Mary, comes the story of Charlie Bailey Gates. All his life,
sweetie,
he's been a pushover.
It's kind of dangerous. You want to move it up onto the sidewalk, away from the traffic?
A patsy.
I hate to bother you with this, but your car is going to have to be moved. Park it up behind the grocery store, will you, Charlie?
A doormat.
You people take checks? You mean the black man? No. Those things are legal.
Oh, it's on now.
But inside every guy like Charlie, there's a guy like Hank.
Doctors have diagnosed you as having a split personality.
A schizo.
You've been avoiding confrontation. But this guy inside,
Hank,
he doesn't.
There you go, Dick. I parked it for you.
Her name's Waters, Irene P. I pulled her over for a broken taillight.
We'll have one of our troopers escort you.
20th Century Fox presents
Boy, you can't beat the open road!
the story of two guys
So it's true. Charlie is a schizo.
trapped in one body.
What the hell are you still doing here?
You can't get rid of me, Hank. Hey! You're only hurting yourself!
In love with the same girl.
I never wanted to sleep with you, Hank. You tricked me.
Come on, don't be mad.
I warned you about that, buddy.
Warned me about what?
Charlie?
Jim Carrey.
Look, I'm not here to twist your niblets.
What?
Sound good, candy bands?
Me, myself, and Irene.
I mean, you should be furious. I just drop-kicked you right in the face.
Hey, it happens.
That trailer is such a shame because it has to clean up the funny, like, because the funny parts of the movie are much more pushing the limits, stuff you wouldn't, inappropriate.
There are some.
So they really focus just on like the Jim Carrey doing the Jim Carrey physical stuff. The real humor is much better than that. So that's, if we could show a Red Band trailer, you'd probably see something slightly funnier than that trailer. But I do love this one. It cracks me up every time.
There's going to be some screenshots we won't be able to show that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There we go. After you said you wanted one, and again, Daryl, we're really sorry. No Western this time. I can't remember. Well, I remembered when I watched it, and we'll have a discussion about that. It was a funny moment that ended up not being very funny. That when I first watched this. But yeah, I've not seen it for probably for ages. Is like that until it came on TV. Sandy, you've not seen it though?
No.
There we go.
This will be a first viewing for me. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Awesome.
from 2000. Who was the directors then? Did we
the Farrelly brothers?
Okay, was that?
They did Dumb and Dumber as well.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure, but I just couldn't get the name because I always want to say the Coen brothers, and I know it's not, but there's not a ton of brothers directing in Hollywood, so I always just get the two confused.
I must say,
not so much confused, but forget the second group.
Dumb and Dumber. Well, I didn't watch it all. It was just the scene where the hot chilies, in the bar. When the and then going for the toilet in like that. Tic Tac, sir.
I do love Dumb and Dumber. I wanted to do that one, but I felt like more people have always seen Dumb and Dumber. So it felt like
what else? What was else on your list then? What was it?
Honestly, I hadn't even started working on the comedy side of it. That one just kind of instantly came to me because my favorite one is Dumb and Dumber. I love that movie. It's so stupid as it's intended to be, but it's just so funny. And I love Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey together. I think I didn't watch the sequel. I wasn't really interested in it. And I heard it wasn't that good, but that original, I just think they're so good together. But I feel like everyone's watched that one. And I had a feeling maybe some people haven't seen me, myself, and Irene, because I'm always going around saying, you've never seen it? You got to see it. It's underrated. So I figured why not go with one maybe people haven't seen as much.
Sandy, are you a fan of Jim Carrey?
I am. I am. Did you get the show in living color?
Yes. Yep. Right, Stasis. Yep.
I don't know. James, did you get it?
It was basically like SNL, Saturday Night Live, but just like a different brand of it.
It was Jim Carrey's
the Wayans brothers,
like
I believe.
debut, and the Wayans brothers.
Oh no, we don't think we do. No.
The Fly Girls and there was another.
It was kind of like It was a lot like SNL, just a different.
It was really
different theme.
raunchy. It's kind
Yeah,
of like
it was a little bit more. It was kind of like what led to Mad TV, which was also the
Yes.
sketch comedy. Not that I would say, I don't know if it led to it or not, but it was almost like Mad TV was kind of the spiritual successor to it in a way that it was a little bit raunchier than SNL has ever really been. In Living Color.
In Living Color.
And now the
Tommy
song's gonna be in my
Davidson,
head.
a lot of actors.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, I
You
think,
can
might have
do
spent some
what you
time on it.
wanna do in Living Color.
Yep.
He's Canadian.
Yep.
Jim Carrey's
Living
Canadian.
Color.
He was Canadian.
Yeah, he was. It was an American
Was it
show.
a Canadian TV? Oh, American.
No,
show.
it was an American show.
Fireman.
Never heard of it.
It was
Firefighter Jim, Fire Chief Jim.
Yes. Oh man, I forgot about that bit.
Oh,
Is
God.
it taking you back?
I still get it to every so often. It'll show up on my shorts feed, like the time Jim Carrey got the whole cast to break in a sketch, and it's always just so funny. I was a bigger fan of him back then in the 90s, early 2000s.
I think
before he started kind of turning on some of the lesser movies.
Yeah, I think I got introduced. The Mask is probably the first time I got introduced to Jim Carrey. That's
probably the same for me. I actually found In Living Color on reruns when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
it was on a rerun channel.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I'm
see
guessing
it
that is his first big one, wasn't it?
Because
I know
he
he
did.
did.
Ace Ventura, I thought was before Mask. Or was Mask first?
I don't know what order they're in. Yeah, I was going to say Ace Ventura is where I think I first remember him.
I've actually got IMDb pulled up, so I'll take a quick look.
And then I actually liked him playing Andy Kaufman in.
Man on the Moon. I really enjoyed that one as well.
I thought that
he
was
does a great
really
job
well
at it.
done.
I don't like that movie only because I didn't get it, because I didn't get Andy Kaufman.
And that's the thing. You have to have understood the weirdness. Like, I only knew Andy Kaufman from Taxi, from the reruns of the TV show Taxi. And he annoyed me on Taxi, right? But then I saw some of his stand-up comedy on TV, and it was like, whoa. Sometimes it was really amazing, and other times it was just plain weird. Like, he did a comedy show somewhere in New York, and everybody, gets into the theater, sits down, and he tells everybody to stand up. There are buses waiting outside to take the entire audience to a bakery for cookies and milk, and that was the show. And he didn't do any comedy. Half the audience loved it, half the audience hated him. They're like, come here to go on a bus to eat cookies and milk. We hate him. But that's the kind of, like, he was weird.
Very strange.
Jim Carrey got it. I mean,
he nailed it.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I guess I've seen some there was actually a really great Netflix documentary on the making of that movie, and
how he really embodied it. Yeah,
right. Jim's a little on the weird side, so he was like, it felt like to me Andy was coming through me during that filming period, blah 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 blah, all that. But then a lot of the other like Jerry Lawler, WWE wrestler, who did a whole wrestling segment with Andy Kaufman at the time, like in Andy Kaufman's actual time. Made an appearance on the movie, and when the behind the scenes footage was coming out, he was just complaining. I guess a lot of the cast was complaining about how over the top or how far Jim Carrey was taking it.
Oh, really?
Versus
he's a total method. Yeah.
Right. And he would say, like, even Andy knew when to stop. Like, this guy just doesn't stop. So, like, he actually, I guess, had some confrontations with Jim and stuff like that. But it was a really interesting documentary. I actually recommend watching both the movie and the doc if you get the chance. And by the way, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective was the first big role in 1994.
Was it?
Even Living Color ran from 1990 to 94. So pretty much when he had Ace Ventura, it seems like he got off that show to pursue, bigger things. And then The Mask was the same year, though, actually, now that I'm looking at it. The Mask came out the same year. Oh, my God. 94 was crazy for him. He did Ace Ventura, left in Living Color. Also, The Mask came out, and Dumb and Dumber all came out in 94.
Wow.
And Batman Forever was 95, as was the sequel to Ace Ventura. So he was this was a super big. No wonder the poor guy seemed like he got a little burnt out.
Because I just remember The Mask being such a huge hit.
I love The Mask.
And I wonder if, like, Ace Ventura, because of the American football reference, they didn't draw it over here so much.
I just don't think it was as good.
The Mask is very... It is what it is. And then everybody saw Dumb and Dumber. I don't think I saw it in the cinema, but everybody kind of went.
I like the cable guy.
The Cable Guy, yeah, another underrated one of his.
Cable Guy.
Liar, Liar was good. It was a little bit more family friendly.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm a big fan of The Truman Show. I actually think I put it on our list.
Yes.
It was a really good run for him.
I bet
Grinch Stole
from the
Christmas.
90s,
That was absolutely quintessential
When
part
was
of
that?
my
Oh,
generation's
So
childhood.
glad
My
we're not
kids-
mentioning him in the Batman film.
The kid
glad
though
we're not
has
mentioning
just
it.
seen the Grinch. He saw the cartoon version that it was like a few years ago, like that, and he watched the real version and he loved it.
I love
Yeah.
that movie to this day. Just a piece of my childhood.
What's that like? I bet he was big, like 95 or 94 to like 2005.
Oh, this was
and then
like
he
peak
went
of
weird.
his
that was
his career.
He had 10 years, didn't he? And then he just went a bit. He did a couple other things,
It
and then he went a bit.
was, yeah, I'm looking
it went a
here
bit
after
weird.
Bruce Almighty. That's when I think Bruce Almighty was 2003. That was a big hit here,
Yeah.
I believe, at least. I remember it being well talked
That
about
was
movie.
a big hit, yeah.
Then he did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and I think people weren't ready for him to quite change it up that much. That movie reviewed well, but I don't remember there being a lot of talk about it, at least for,
people like
I was
it.
a
don't they?
teenager
Like,
at this point and all that, so
yeah,
we
I don't
weren't
think
talking
it
about
did
it.
that well at cinema. I think it was one of those that people go, "Oh, it's one of the ones you should have on your list to recommend." They're things like that, but you have to.
I
be,
just
it's
don't
one of
think
those
people
ones-
were ready for
you
a
have to-
Jim Carrey serious
Yeah,
role.
you want to be in a Jim. I hate to say it, it's like when Robin Williams did some serious ones, didn't he? It was like, no, I want to see you making me laugh. I don't want a serious one. And like, I understand why actors don't want to be.
Oh yeah, you understand the kind of torment these guys end
Yeah.
up going through. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, because I think it's probably what Robin is a Good Morning Vietnam, but that's still
Patch Adams.
was it Patch Adams?
Goodwill Hunting, of course. Can't forget that
Yeah,
one.
Goodwill Hunting.
What's it?
And,
then maybe
Dead Poets.
Awakening. I bet you maybe Awakening was first. That one that he did with.
Awakening. Oh my god, that made me cry.
Yeah, I bet you that was one of his first serious ones, but that still he did it quite well with putting humor into it. Like Patch Adams has a lot of humor.
I
Even
liked Patch
Awakening
Adams.
takes them into. Yeah, I don't mind it.
I watched it as a
liked
kid in
Dead
school,
Poets
so I'd have to
Society.
watch it again,
That's
but I
one
liked
of
it.
my favorites.
If
But
you
yeah,
look
then-
at his IMDb too, sorry not to interrupt, but it's alarming to see how like every year there was a movie for this guy. He must have been working
What, Jim
himself.
Carrey?
Yeah, he just was releasing, and some of these years it's multiple projects coming out. 2008 couple, 2009, the 90s were like
hot, though,
4
wasn't
in
he?
1
He was
year.
hot.
Yeah, and you just got to wonder if it maybe burnt him out a bit because my word, he was releasing something every year, if not multiple things.
Well, I think because his acting style is so much, he goes over the top, doesn't he? So many times. That's got to drain you. That has got to drain you. You've got to go in there
I can
and then
only
just
imagine.
go boom. Especially like as we said, like he's a kind of in between, like a method actor kind of ish. He takes on his roles like a lot seriously. Yeah, to have that kind of not be able to switch yourself off. We get like how many comedian actors have gone that way because they just can't switch off. They just literally they're that, and then they just get depressed when they're not working. To be always the funny man. Yeah, it's things, but yeah, he did a lot in a span of time. Like, yeah, there's always Jim Carrey. I think I remember like in that late 90s, it was always Jim Carrey. And like,
that was definitely the prime, I would say.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because you think
all the way into the early 2000s.
The Riddler was going to be Robin Williams originally when it was going to be Tim Burton, wasn't it? He was going to be Riddler, and then of course then it all
bad
changed.
film. I wouldn't have wanted Robin Williams in that role. That was such a
no. But then he got changed, didn't he? And he pulled out, and then that's why they got Jim Carrey, and he's like that. But yeah, it's all over the top. And then you got what's his face thinking he Two-Face. Gene, not Gene. It's not Gene.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones just playing pretending to be Joker, but being Two-Face. It's like,
I still will never understand.
I still hate that. I still hate that makeup. Oh, it really annoys me. No, it's not
great.
No, that was not on our list, right? Please.
That might be, yeah. But
no, we covered it in the Batman special. Unfortunately,
right,
though, we still had to talk about it.
That could be on our.
The last time I was in London, that's 1 year ago, because that's what you guys did. I thought you did that when I was in London.
I know one. Yeah, it was one weekend. I thought we did one show while you were in London, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, we did. We did Glengarry Glen Ross when I was in London. It was when I had to work. Right. I had a work thing in January, and you guys did. That's right. Batman special. Yeah.
Like, we could still be talking about Batman before we see the next Robert Pattinson Batman, if there's ever going to be one.
Yeah, if it ever gets made. At this point, with WB up for sale, I mean, who knows what happens?
Oh, it's stupid.
could be resetting everything again soon
They're
enough.
the
Who knows?
one studio that has the decent IP. They have Batman.
They're
They have
just a
Harry
dumb
Potter.
company.
Which
I'm sorry, but they
they're
just
a
never get
terrible
anything right.
company. No, they are. They are. I am. But speaking of what what we're what may or may not be coming in the near future. One thing that is coming in the near future next year is Project Hail Mary, and another trailer.
Was that the Ryan Gosling one?
The new trailer was released.
I've not seen.
I've been
it
meaning
yet.
to look at that. Yeah,
Okay,
I've been meaning to look at that.
so number one, read the book. It is
No, number one, we need to get Jay to watch The Martian again.
Oh, okay, let's go back. Read
That's
The
true.
Martian.
That is true.
Watch The Martian. It's the same author, Andy Weir. And so trailer number one, I thought was amazing, but it gave away a little thing I didn't want it to give away. Trailer number two gives away almost everything. However, there's still something that's not in trailer number two. So I'm definitely not watching trailer number three if a trailer number three comes out. But I am so looking forward to this film. And it's one of those things that like I'm pinning all my hopes on, right? Please, Hollywood, get this right, because they got The Martian right. And the book is a really amazing book, and please get this right. Well, Critical Drinker did a video last week basically saying everything I'm feeling. Like, he saw the second trailer. He really has high hopes for this film. Please, dear God, Hollywood, don't let us down, because it is such a good book. So, and
The only thing I'm disappointed in is the casting of Ryan Gosling. I can't see him in that.
That too, he annoys me. But
I don't know. I think he's a good actor, but I don't know anything about the
this
book or whatever to know.
Yeah,
if
to
he
that
fits
role,
in.
I think he's set. Yeah,
I think he's good for this role. But oddly, Critical Drinker's video begins with him saying, praise for The Martian, the last film that Ridley Scott got right. And it made me think of Napoleon, because Napoleon was so god awful. But I'm still.
Oh no, he's done more since. I was gonna say that's not the only last two he's done, right? I mean, then I was thinking of the timeline. There had to be more.
He did right,
Right.
He did well for The Martian.
The Martian was, I forget what year was The Martian. That was a little while ago now.
Oh, that's a while. Yeah,
that's at least 5 or 6 years.
Trying to remember what else Ridley Scott did in that time.
I bet it's 15 years old now. Probably.
At least 10, right? 2015.
What year?
I'm gonna 15. Yeah.
Martian.
Yeah. Oh, nailed it.
Okay, 2015. Okay.
2015, 10 years. There you
go. Okay. So we're looking forward to Project Hail Mary, but what else is there to look forward to? Nothing.
No.
Nothing. I am,
I'm trying to actually, I can't even off the top of my head go.
He did House of Gucci too. I didn't know. There was The Last Duel. Yeah.
Oh, House of Gucci is awful.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I never watched it. But
yeah, it's absolutely awful. It's like a good, it's got what's her face in it? The singer.
Gaga.
Yeah, we can't literally I don't get why she's even in
I heard
movie.
she was good in the Star is Born movie. I didn't watch it, but I heard she was
essentially playing herself.
Yeah, playing a singer.
Yeah, I can't.
Every time every time I see her doing an acting role, I'm like, you just cannot act. You're just there because it's a oh look, we got something. I don't get it.
Yeah, wow.
She spoils that whole movie.
The Martian really was, even for me who has to rewatch it just to see how I feel about it now. Not that I ever thought it was bad. I just got a little bored with it. But again, I got to give it another watch. But just even
give it another watch.
Well, even going by just consensus opinions, that's just called mine. The minority opinion on that one, because I know people love that movie. Yeah, there's not anything else that stands out on his list here that I could say has that kind of consensus opinion that it was good. The best I would pick out is The Last Duel. I thought that was mixed. I thought some people really liked it. Some people thought it was boring. But outside of that, yeah, there's really nothing since The Martian. I didn't realize it's been that long, 10 years.
Now, James, I have a question for you about, not about upcoming films, because there's nothing, but about a film that was released in the UK. It was not released here, but someone just recommended it to me. They know I like, UK sense of humor. Have you seen the film called The Ballad of Wallace Island?
No.
It's a UK release. It's comedian Tim Key and
The Ballad.
of Wallace Island, and it's about a
It's
guy
just been released.
who lives alone on his, hermiting on an island, but he has money, and he hires a singer for a show on a remote private island. The singer doesn't realize it's a show for one poor hermit guy, and the trailer looked kind of cool. Someone had sent it to me. I didn't know if you had seen it.
I couldn't
Only
even.
had a UK release.
Tim Key.
Tim
I've never even heard of him.
He's a stand-up
Never-
comedian. He does
Don't recognize any of the faces except for the female actress Kerry McGillan. Like that, I recognize her face, but
yeah.
I would have to see what she's been in. Like to say,
I'll
oh
see
yeah,
if I can find it on Amazon. Just wondering if you had seen it.
oh she was in Drive. There you go. That's why I recognize her.
Okay.
She's in Drive with Ryan Gosling.
So there you go.
There you go.
We've
There we go.
full
We come
circle,
around.
Ryan Gosling.
I actually do not. Yeah, don't. Yeah, never heard of it. But it's just been. I'm guessing it's just been released. I'm guessing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nope,
Nothing
not heard of
else
it.
to look forward to.
No. Have we got any what's the next superhero one then? Like for DC, if they've all set it up.
God, who knows? I want to say
I know he's
for
got his
them
coffin
it's
thing.
Supergirl. I think because I thought they were already filming it, and I know that they're also filming Clayface for whatever reason.
Yes. Yep.
Why?
So I believe those are the next two. They did give a release date for Superman 2, which I thought was like 2027 or something. I did a video on it actually a little while ago, but I forget what the hell they even said, to be honest, because it's already been out of my mind.
Supergirl is there to be
I think
set up
Supergirl's
to
next.
build to go to an alien planet to set up other characters to bring her back, and then she'll get a redemption of being party girl.
Yeah,
then,
turned
I
back
don't
into
wanna be
hero.
yeah.
And...
That's it. It's
Yeah,
so obvious just for that
yeah.
little
Right.
snippet. I think we both said it like that.
Well, it's funny because they, after that came out too, I remember some of the kind of interviews and things you're seeing was like, oh, she's, I think it was with James Gunn, talking about how she's pivotal and sets up a lot of stuff. And I agree. It's like, I mean, her story is going to be pretty straightforward. You can kind of tell what it is just from the mere introduction of party girl who's just like irresponsible, whatever, with all these powers. You can tell what the story is going to be. How it sets up the rest of the universe, we'll see.
Guaranteed.
Do I really care at this point?
He's
Not
going to
really.
do that
no.
bit what he did in Guardian of the Galaxy when they can go to a different little area and there's loads of different aliens.
Right. And give her the Peter Quill story.
Yeah.
Learn how to become a hero.
100%. That's what he's doing.
And
But
find
equally,
Lobo so you can tie some Lobo movies into this world. And because I believe
but
Jason
saying that,
Momoa
will he be in charge? I don't know. Will he be in charge?
Well, yeah. I mean, with the WB up for sale, who knows what happens after that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't start filming too much more.
Yeah, and we got
Just
like
to be
a
on the
Ryan
safe
Gosling
side.
Star. They got Ryan Gosling Star Wars soon, don't we?
I thought
well.
something about that. In terms of Marvel, I don't know what the hell's up on their playlist. Oh no, the Doomsday ones. I think they were just filming those Avengers
okay.
Doomsday, which again, I don't care anymore.
Oh yeah.
I just don't care. I don't even care to see not Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. return. Well, I guess they're one and the same, really, with the way the characters played. But
they
I just don't care. I don't care anymore.
Again, everybody's gone. I don't like the multiverse. I'm getting bored of the multiverse.
There's no stakes with the multiverse. Yeah. Nobody cares about it. Secret Wars is being filmed, I think, or in some form of production because Sadie Sink from Stranger Things. I just saw a rumor that she's being eyed for a role. Again. For Secret Wars, not Doomsday. I think that one's already filmed. Again, I don't care. I don't know who cares anymore. I don't know how you could care anymore. But if you do, honestly, God bless you. You enjoy to care about something.
Was it Captain America? Was it Cold War? No, was it not? Is it Cold War?
Civil War.
Civil War. That's it. Civil War. That and then the timings of the other movies after it made you kind of go, "Oh, I care." Because they were quick.
Oh yeah, at that point I still care. But also the quality.
They had a plan. They were like,
right. The quality, the plan, the feeling like there was something.
Now it's literally like like Stranger Things is coming out, and everybody's like, "It's been too long. I don't care."
Oh, I actually disagree with that. I'm a big Stranger Things fan, so I'm actually really, excited to see it.
Yeah, but it's making me now go back to watch it and have to watch it.
Right.
If you can't
and that's what I just did myself. But I think that's the key phrase is if you can't be bothered to, I don't blame you. I personally have always loved it, so I could watch that from beginning to end over and over. My wife and I both love it, so it's kind of we just did a rewatch to get ready for this. But you have a point. It's because I kind of forgot how season 4 ended. I remembered highlights of it, the best parts of it I remembered, but to remember the intricacies of the story, no, I had to watch it again because that was 3 years ago.
That's what I mean.
So yeah, it is too long. between.
We're going, it's been too long. Do we have to watch it? And I'm like, yeah, because I can't really remember.
It's funny they decided to do that too, because anytime you're working with a cast that's mainly child actors, you would think you want to film it as quickly as possible, just because the aging makes things so difficult. I think they've handled it okay, to be honest with you. I think they've handled it fairly well. Although when you watch them back, like when you let time pass and you get into the next season, you're like, oh, it doesn't look like they've aged that much.
Yeah.
But when you watch them back to back to back, you're like, holy crap, these guys aged a ton between these seasons.
That's what I was going to say, because I'm guessing it's supposed to be a year gap in it, because they're not even.
I think they're going to have to take a slightly bigger one this time, but I'm not sure how big, because even in the trailer, it's like after just rewatching season 4 and being kind of shocked at the age jumps that they go through in each season. At that point, this one was like, when I saw the trailer, was like, holy crap, they look even like way older than season 4. So yeah, you would have thought they'd want to make this series a bit quicker, but I've still enjoyed it. I still really like it. I honestly think the cast is really, really good, top to bottom too. All those actors in it, even from when they were younger and the adults were Winona Ryder and David Harbour, to now when they're all adults at this point. Even the kids are now grown to adults. They're all really, really talented in terms of the acting in that show. I don't know a ton of their work outside of it, unfortunately, so I can't speak to how they've done elsewhere in their careers, but I think they do phenomenal jobs in those roles. So needless to say, I'll be reviewing season 5.
To watch it. I've not watched the clip. I know they released a 5-minute clip.
I did watch it.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
No, honestly,
5-minute clips.
It doesn't spoil much. No. Watch it or don't watch it. Totally up to you. I imagine it's quite literally the first 5 minutes based off what it was.
Yeah.
And not to spoil it in case you don't want to watch it. It's inconsequential to anything. I think.
I don't want to wait.
Story.
If I'm going to watch something, I'll
wait. I mean, fair enough. We, my wife and I got a little excited. So as soon as it came out, she was like, "Did you see it? You want to watch it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's watch." So we actually watched it together. She's super excited. She's not a huge get excited about movies or shows person. But when she finds one she likes, she does. And this is one that it's so funny to see her. She's even kind of reviewing this because we got a little off track on our rewatch. So she got ahead of me. So we would just sit at the table this morning. She's like, man, I really forgot this scene in season 4 and how good it was. And she was all breaking it down. And I'm like, oh, it's the nerd takes is rubbing off on the wife. Even she's analyzing movies and shows now. So it was a fun morning conversation.
That's good. That's good. But guys, I'm going to go for Jay. Jay, what have you got coming up soon?
More videos and shorts. I finally have kind of squared away a nice routine within my bigger picture routine of daily life to be able to work on more stuff. So a couple videos out that have all been up in the last week and a half or 2 weeks. So they're all fairly new. So feel free to stop by the channel, check those out. More video game shorts, things like that, of just sharing some fun gameplay and hopefully at some point adding some live streams to it all, but definitely getting more activity on the channel, which has been appreciated because the algorithm did not like me when I first started a couple weeks ago. My videos were getting crushed and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. So then I kind of paid my tribute to the shorts algorithm, and it seems to be helping out a bit. So everything's kind of getting a little bit back to normal.
If you forget YouTube, it will quickly forget you.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's like, damn, YouTube, I just had a kid. Give me some
give me a week. That's the thing. If you don't, if you have like a couple of days off, they're like, no, strike.
Yeah, it was alarming. It's like, oh crap, man, haven't had a video do that in a while. In terms of the poor performance. So paid my toll to the shorts algorithm, and things are back on track. So feel free to stop by the channel and check it all out.
That's good. That's good. Before I go for Sandy, because we know Sandy's got a lot. I'm gonna grow a human. That's what I'm gonna do in the last caretaker. I'm gonna get that point.
We're finally gonna get there.
Literally, I'm gonna finally get that. That is a great game.
It has been a lot of fun to watch that. Honestly, it's a fun game to even watch.
And it's like, the loot goblin moments, and then get back, and then I'm finally and I've overkilled, I think, the electrics. But we'll be playing that, and then I'm gonna have to move on to something else. But the roadmap, I know Steve's playing it as well, and the roadmap looks really good. I'm like, because it's early access, and I was like, oh, they're doing like a Christmas and then they've got this bit, and they've got this underground layers. They're gonna have like underground stations where like tunnels, and it looks like you're in an aquarium. It looks like, I was like, and they have other stuff next year, and I was like, oh, they've literally thought about this, and it looks really good. So I can't. I adore. I'm at the moment. I'm really addicted to that and adore that game. It's very, 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 very good. And I think it's one of the games like you know when you play, you just lose track of time because you really enjoyed it. And most time it's just recycling stuff. So that's really good. So yeah, that'll be next week. And then I'm gonna have to think of another game. Got a couple in the pipeline that might have to play, but I need to get more videos and hopefully a bit more time off. I'm gonna do a little bit of reviewing myself. That's it. But Sam, have you got anything special going on?
I'm freaking out. I've got a lot going on. So I will hopefully have a live stream or two, not this weekend, but at some point from the greater London area, some point over the next 10 or 15 days or however long from now until I come back. So yeah, I have a long list of stately homes to potentially visit, a long list of embassies. We are going to do all the embassies in London, just like we did in Washington, D.C.
But not all, I haven't got that much time to do them all.
Well, I did about 35 during my last trip.
Wow.
So we'll make a little bit of we won't do all of them. There are about 140 more to go, but we'll make another dent. We'll do a tube challenge. Probably going to do the Metropolitan Line tube challenge, and we're going to do the bridge challenge. We're going to walk, try, not all in one day. Some people have done it in one day. It's 33 miles, I think. Can't do it in one day, but I'll break it up and go across all the bridges that cross the Thames in the greater London area.
Nice.
So yeah, lots of walking, lots of touring, lots of cool things, lots of probably nerdly museum type things that I am so looking forward to, and I get to spend some time with James. So maybe there's even a film club tie-in to any of the places that we visit. I don't know. We'll have to see. So yeah, it'll be so no live stream this weekend. We'll see if the algorithm kills me. Because I was doing 1 or 2 weeknights and at least one weekend, and sometimes getting like 20,000 views. Yay. So we'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see what happens there. But yeah, just and this past week, my little live stream walk in DC. Oh my God, every place is already decorated for Christmas. It's a little too early for me, but it was kind of fun to walk around the DC waterfront and see everything decorated.
Our tree is up. Our tree is up.
Too early. Too early.
Too early.
Too early.
I caved.
Mine is up in the attic. That's about it.
There you go. There
I had
you
to take
go.
all down last week because it was like, oh, just do it. But no, the light's not gone on yet. So that's it. So yeah, it's up, it's done, but you can't put the lights on. And I have to do the outside, like clean and like get it ready for outside when you put the lights on the house.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
did about half of the outside. I pruned all the trees so that I can decorate. I have 11 small trees outside. No lights. We just do Christmas, big plasticky Christmas ornaments. But everything else needs to be cleaned up. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is cleaning up outside, because we did have our first frost. So everything's dead. So I got to do all that tomorrow. Oh my gosh. So,
well, at least you're going to see, I'm guessing because of the tourists, everything in London is already.
It's already decorated. I'm looking forward to it.
That's it. Yeah, we're gonna have things. And you might see a little viper maybe on your stream.
I may see.
I will take the piss. He is now my little fair maiden, and he is the only one who knows about that because it was hilarious. And he was like, "F you."
I thought he was the electrician.
No, he got mispronounced. The best way ever, and it wasn't on my stream. But yes, and I'm guessing because he plays a lot of his gaming as a lady, so they thought he was a lady.
That does that.
That's it. Misgendered. He was misgendered. Or were you? And I said, unless you don't know, you know what Viper looks like. It was very, very hilarious. So yeah. So maybe, but I did give him like he can have a little outfit. So when you meet up, maybe you could out him and say, no, look, right.
For those who don't know, Viper is hugely tall, and I'm hugely short. And so the last time we were running around London, Viper was looking out for me. I wondered where he went, and he was looking for me, making sure he could keep his eye on me. We were in a crowd crush in Covent Garden. It was unreal. But thank you, Viper, for always keeping an eye out, making sure that I didn't get stepped on, because I am extremely short and you're extremely tall. It worked out really well. Worked out well. Actually, everyone else we were kind of. Dan's kind of. I don't want to say short. He's a little taller than I am.
He's
Viper
5'8", isn't he? He's 5'8", 5'8".
Viper wins for the height. Yeah.
Yeah, he is short. Yeah, Dan, Mr. Porkchop, 5'8". Greg's got to be 5'7", I think. Abe's around about 5'8". He's short. That's it. I can't remember. The only other person I think, Tomby, 5'2". He's
I don't
tiny.
call anybody. I don't have the right to call anyone short.
I'm 6 feet, and I always get annoyed because whenever you tell people you're 6 feet, everybody just thinks you're somebody who's 5'11", claiming to be 6 feet, because that's apparently a thing that happens. So I get very annoyed, and I've showed my people my identification, my actual license that says nope, he's in fact 6 feet exactly. Everybody always assumes that means that I'm 5'11", just claiming to be 6 feet, because apparently,
well, maybe
a lot of
when you
guys
get older,
that.
you get shorter, so maybe you're not anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Eventually, it's coming for me.
Go.
Gravity's going to crunch me down eventually.
There you go.
The starting to worry about those things.
No, I don't want to be any shorter. I don't want to be any shorter.
Stop taking my calcium pills.
Oh, that's it. Good. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun when you come over. Hopefully the weather's good. Hopefully.
It doesn't matter. I don't even care. I don't even care about the weather. I don't.
Well, I do.
You do. Well, I do for you.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, geez. Yeah,
I've
but
been
I'm
there.
guessing.
Storms,
I don't know. But last time
what
you
is
did it,
what is good weather in London?
Light rain.
Yeah, misty rain.
Fair enough.
Yeah, light rain for 5 hours. There we go. That'd be the best one.
And then it's dark at 3 p.m. That's the weird thing.
But I've got it planned, and I wonder if Viper and Mr. Porkchop has got it planned, or you're just going to be wandering, because last time it seemed on the live stream you were wandering a lot. So and then you went, was it Somerset House, didn't you go? And I think you just walked in to come
eventually. I mean, we started at Borough Market, and no, I lie. We started at Trafalgar Square, and Viper and I found each other right away, and then we took pictures with some random strangers and sent them
selfies.
Yes, sent them to Dan and company and said, hey, we found so and so, and it was total random strangers, just to throw them off. Then we walked down past Horse Guards and down to Big Ben. That's where we met up with Greg. And then we walked the other way across the Thames, and then we ended up at Covent Garden. We went across the Millennium Bridge, St. Paul's, Covent Garden.
How did you work out? You like,
yeah, we did everything, Viper. I mean, we really did. Yeah, we took Darth's picture in front of the palace, and then we ate at a Chinese restaurant that they just wanted us out of there. Like, they were getting people in and out, and we wanted to talk, and they were just like in and out. Just the guy kept hovering and wanted us gone. And then there was some kind of comic shop that
cool.
The big one, Planet
Forbidden Planet.
Is that it, Viper? Whatever that was, that's where everybody ended up last. So yeah, it was all day long. It was all day. We got good steps in that day.
Well, I'm glad that Dan and Viper arranged it all for you this time again. So
well, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Sadly, for anyone we're not doing a meetup. And I'm sorry that we were not, due to the fact that I need to submit a complete itinerary for security purposes. I have to limit some stuff. So yeah, it's not a meetup. So I'm sorry for that.
And I can't do it because I'm way too famous at the moment. So I have to get security if I don't. So yeah, Stasis Geek is way famous like that. So. It's probably my girlfriend more with her bloody lingerie.
She is.
There we go. She gets people going, oh my God,
her website.
You Jade from Reckless Wolf. And then I'm like, she's like, yes, I am. Like, that's it. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's it. Like, people are in out like fashion designer. It's like, it's quite funny. But yeah, but it's all good. Yes, but yeah, you're gonna have to start packing. I would have packed already, and I would be ready to go with one bag and a rucksack. That would have been it.
Yeah,
So,
I'm honestly a quick and light packer, so it doesn't take me long.
No, I'm ready to go. I'm like, there's the bag. It's been there for a week. I've got everything in there. I've all got a bottle of toothpaste and some deodorant. I'm done.
I can't because it's always stuff I need. I'm always afraid if I pack too early, then I'm gonna have to just unpack. So I just, yeah, I do.
I'm literally military done. That's it. It's all in that little bag. And Jade comes out with like 5 suitcases. I'm like, what are you bringing?
1 year I brought like, you know, dressy clothes for the theater and a dressy coat and my boots. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm so sorry, London, but you know, you're getting me in jeans and a shirt. I can't do all the various changes of clothing. I can't. So yeah, one bag and a backpack, and the backpack is I'm bringing my real camera this time. I usually don't travel with my real camera. I'm bringing my real camera this time. So.
Nice. Well, I hope we will see you very soon. Hope you're not jet lagged because this time,
No, I don't get jet lag.
Yes. Oh, good.
You know, I've never really been a jet lag person either. I've never. It's never really affected me much.
I wake up so early here, like daily. I wake up at 4 a.m. Right, so when I'm traveling there and I quote sleep in until 9, that's my 4 a.m. So I keep my.
I'm a 5 a.m. person, so I just have no issue.
Yeah, I'm a good sleeper on planes though. I don't know why. I really don't sleep well anywhere else. And I am. I'm literally. I go. Okay, if I get there now, I'll go sleep now. Boom, and I'm gone.
Oh, I wish.
But anywhere else, I can't sleep anywhere else. On a plane, I'm literally done. Literally,
if I could have a superpower, it would be that.
And I always tell the thing when you food, just wake me up. And they're like, here you go, here's the food. Like that. So
see, I'm too excited. Like that's when I'll start rewriting my itinerary and looking at maps. I have all my maps, and I get too excited, and then I hit the ground running. I am out of that plane at Heathrow on the probably Piccadilly line, head to the airport, drop off the bags and go until I can check into the hotel. So yeah, I come home very exhausted from my vacations because I go. I'm looking forward to it. So Jay, have a fantastic week and a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, likewise. I hope you guys enjoy the trip.
Fam. And then we'll be back together in 2 weeks. For the Warriors.
I would recommend watching it beforehand. I think you like it. I think you would. So that's good. Anyway, yeah, great. So yes, I'm spending my first Thanksgiving dinner with an American. There you go. There we go. That's
the only way to spend it.
I don't know what to do. But we'll do our turkey. Don't know. No, I know what we got. Sandy doesn't.
Turkey is so overrated.
Sandy doesn't know. Depends how well you do it. That's it. Yeah, but
that's fair. But it's even at its best.
If you give it to the mother-in-law, she will 5 hours. Like, what is this when it comes out? Like, oh, that needs gravy. A lot of. Give me.
I will say the one way I haven't tried it, which is a very American way, I imagine, is the deep fried turkey, and I've always wanted to try that.
They're putting plunge it into like a thing, like
And then
I've always wanted to try it. I just don't want to be the one to do it because it's incredibly dangerous and easy to just blow up on you. So. Not going to try it, but I would. Well, I'm not going to try to do it, but I would like to try it.
I always think if it is a good cut of meat, you would have it all year round.
I don't disagree, Stacey. Yeah. It's super overrated, and I don't know why we chose to have it for the important occasions.
Yeah, like Christmas. Woo, turkey. Yeah.
My mother always ends up making a bunch of other stuff. Even like
we all do.
Days. Yeah. So
we have like a beef, a ham.
Like,
it's like that. Just things. And after it's like the whole turkey's still mostly there, and all the beef and the ham is gone.
I'll do some turkey leftovers, honestly, just because
I always do. I do a great turkey stew and a turkey curry after, but it's still you got liquid with it, so you don't
turkey chili. There's ways to make it better.
There's loads of things. I'm making you too hungry now because you've not had your dinner yet.
I know, I'm starving. My stomach is growling.
For real, yeah.
Well, at least I get to go and have a little bit of bed time. That's it. So until I have to do Sunday dinner tomorrow. Don't know what I'm doing yet, but that's it. But anyway, have a great one, everybody. Thank you all for popping in for a bit of recognition. I'm guessing this was a film club recognition of Ray Harryhauser. So yeah, everybody go and check out his work. Definitely check out. There's a documentary where he tells about his career and movies and then the influences and all that is quite interesting. It's on YouTube. Just have it's quite easy to find. But yeah, for the 7th Voyage of Sinbad, is it my favorite one of his? No, but we had to start somewhere, as we did, and the wheel started us with the first one, what is always good. But for now, we'll see you in 2 weeks time for a good fist fly in, punch them up with some great acting and a little surprise because these two have not seen it. And I'm guessing Sandy will get a good reference for one of her all-time favorite books. But for now, have a great one, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. And I'm guessing a lot of people might be cooking turkey now. But for now, bye to bye.